agency, friends. Come on, come on in. We are talking all things going live. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. This is my 4 o'clock live on this here Saturday, and we're going to talk about how to go live with confidence and ease. I'm here to support you in your journey. So let me know if you have questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Um, I'm all for women elevating women and people elevating people. Okay. So come on in. We're going to get to talking and chatting about how to conquer this live stream thing. I want to make sure you guys are getting the support you need. And then we are going to talk about all things TikTok live in particular. So you guys know I come here first on YouTube. I've been doing this consistently daily, twice a day for over a year now. And this is my way to build content on this platform, but also for me to grow my page. And so that's what I'm doing here. So I've been able to unlock the first level of monetization where you have the shop affiliate for the YouTube Partners Program, as well as memberships and gifting. And then and you do that at 5,000 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours. And then I've unlocked the AdSense, which is 1,000, over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I've been growing quite a bit. It's been a great journey, but I'm continuing. I'm not stopping. I'm not letting my foot off the gas. So you guys catch me twice a day here going live. And earlier today I did like a 3 hour live by accident. I didn't end here. So I didn't check to see how much battery life I have. So hopefully it doesn't abruptly stop, but we'll see. We'll manage through it if it does. So I'll try my best to make sure I listen to the little messages, the prompts, and I'll probably switch out the microphone so I can use the US the port, the charging port to charge my tablet. Because I think I'm gonna be really tight on charge. But we'll see how this goes. I appreciate you all being here. We are talking about all things live streaming. So let me know if you have questions. Come in, ask questions, say hello. And if you are a live host, put it in the chat. I want to make sure we are supporting each other and you're getting what you need as a beginner live host or even someone who's been on this road for a while. So let us get to talking and chatting. I am setting up my screen in a second. I'll go live on TikTok. You guys know I do that first, and then we'll go over to the YouTube. I'm sorry, we'll go over to we'll set up my TikTok. We're going to go over to the TikTok streets, and so that is mainly how my platform works. That I am using this as a another co-stream opportunity. It will record. Obviously, it'll be under the live feed, but it's also going to be categorized as a playlist for you to go back and listen to what I share, any nuggets, any tips I give. I'm a straight shooter. I want you guys to grow and know how to grow. So you want to be intentional about showing up, being consistent. And then if you have something you're trying to promote, I think it's really important that you are really intentional about sharing that knowledge, sharing that expertise, but also being strategic about how do you get more visibility. And a lot of that means that you are playing the TikTok game too. So be intentional about how you're balancing the two. So that's been kind of the mantra lately because I want you all to actively understand that as well. Okay. So that was a notice that I'm about to go live. So let's go ahead and go live. We're gonna go live. In just a second. Let me fix my board. I ended up coming back live because TikTok was acting a little extra. So I did not get what I needed. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all coming in and chiming in. That's what it's all about. Make sure you give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you keep the comments professional. We are talking all things live streaming on this platform. So that's what we focus on. Hey, friend, how are you? So I want to make sure we are staying focused. Okay. I know sometimes we can get off target. We're talking about some other stuff, but we want to stay focused. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Appreciate all the support, my friend. If you have questions, feel free to ask the questions as well so we can so I can support you that way as well. And then if you are new to my room, put new in the chat. I always want to make sure I am supporting my new live hosts. And so feel free to put new in the chat. And then if you are you have questions, put that in the chat too, because I love to answer questions. We're going to get started in a second. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That's the like button that lets YouTube know you are liking this live. Click the subscriber button as well. That's below here. And then also click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I want to make sure I'm answering your questions and supporting all of you guys. So feel free to ask those questions, my friends. And so if you are new, put new in the chat and we'll get going in just a few minutes. And if you have any questions, feel free to put all your questions in the chat as well. All right, friends, we're going to get going in just a few minutes. I appreciate the support. Let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. We'll get started shortly. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm setting up my screen. Hello, everybody. You guys go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Click that thumbs up. You'll see it below here. Um, and if you are new to my live, put new in the chat as well. YouTube is always different. Because we don't get as much engagement over here, but I appreciate the support. So thank you for watching. Watching is important. So thank you for that. And if you could give the thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. So we can show YouTube that we are here and we are an engaging group. So let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, we're going to go live. TikTok live, TikTok live, live streaming tips. Come in, ask questions, live streaming, new live hosts, new live creator. Come in, ask questions, beginner friendly tips, how to go live, how to go live. If you are new, a creator, a new creator, a new live host looking to go live, feel free to come in, ask questions. We talk about live streaming tips in this room. We're going to talk a little bit about Community Fest as well. So come in, ask your questions about how to go live, build a community. So we're going to talk about the daily heart me. So come in, ask questions. How you doing, Linda? Welcome to the room. Others coming in, let me know where you're from. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I'm going to add my live to my story. We want to make sure we are answering questions. Thank you, friends, for coming in. If you are new, come on in, ask questions as well. Appreciate you all. Some of you are out there in the background in the streets, so feel free to come in and ask questions. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you all. Let me know if you have any questions. So let me know if there's any questions, friends. I appreciate you all joining. Let me know how I can support my friends. Come on in. We're going to put my board up. Let's put my board up. Let me share out my live first. Thank you all for coming in. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to come in, um, and we'll talk a little bit about community fest. Um, I'll give some Community Fest updates. I want to make sure you guys are getting everything you need for preparation of Community Fest. Hello, friends that are coming into the room. Melissa, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to put up my Community Fest board for a little bit of this live because we end up talking about a couple different topics. So I want to make sure we are talking all things Community Fest for now, but just know there's other topics we'll end up discussing as well. Thank you all for being here. Those who are flying in, I appreciate you all. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate the support as we get ready to get started. Um, we had questions earlier. Hey, Yolanda, thank you for grabbing that Daily Heart Me. We're going to talk about Community Fest for a little bit of today's live because there were some people who were still trying to figure out how to join, what happens. And I wanted to make it clear just here for a few. Okay, awesome. Hey, Permom, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming in. What is it, Salem? Thank you so much for being here. Have you gotten your live goal? Not the flash goal, not yet. I just literally came on, so I haven't gotten the flash goal yet. We'll see. It's probably going to be heart me's. So hold your heart me's. If you're going to come in, hold them for a minute. We'll see if we end up getting the heart me flash goal. I would not be surprised. I had my halo on earlier. I may cut it back on, but it's all good if you sent it. I totally understand. Community Fest, really quickly. What I explained earlier to folks is that there is the viewer. You guys are viewers. Hey, how you doing, Tasha? You guys are viewers. There's the viewer view. for a community fest, and then there's the live host view. So when you are on live, when you're doing this live thing, there's two ways you're supposed to be looking at this. You're supposed to be looking at this from a viewer, and then you're supposed to be looking at it from a live host. All right. So if you have not checked into the viewer side yet, let me know. If you don't know what I'm talking about from the viewer side and you don't haven't looked at it, if you haven't seen the live host side either, that's totally fine. Just say, I need to know. Put in the chat. I need to know. I need to know. And I'm going to give a quick rundown of both sides and how to check in, how to tap, how to support the live host. So we're going to talk about that. I want you guys to know how to do both sides, because as live hosts, you need to tell your viewers, because that's the whole point. You got to have your viewers do the things to support your live stream. You said, I need the live host side. You need the live host side. I need to know. Okay, so let me do this. Who else needs the live host side? Because I could start on the live host side. Let's start on the live host side. I'm going to do it really quickly. I know this is typically out of my order. So if you guys don't mind tapping, let's see if we can get some hearts flowing. I did not warm up the room properly. You said me, you need the live host side too. So let's tap. Let's get the live host, the tapping going. Let's see if we can get some hearts flowing while I flip my screen. I want to make sure you guys get this information. And then I'm going to show you the viewer side. Okay. So let's see if I can run through this. I'll probably run through it a couple of times as people come in. But since I'm here, let's do it now. Okay. So I'm gonna flip my camera really quickly so you guys can see it. And let's see if we can get those taps going. I usually do the warm up first, and your girl did not do that. So here, now we're in the campaign side. This is where campaigns are. You will see it bright and yellowish Community Fest. You're gonna click that. You will come in to join. There's a couple things TikTok is saying they want to get you up to 2,000 points. I'm not far off. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll get there. So it may be a tomorrow goal, so we'll see what happens. I'll hit that up to 2,000 points. And what happens here is that there's points that you get for everything you do. So if you watch this tactics video, this video here, you get 30 points. Um, Today's challenge is here. This is where you're going to do the halo effect. I already did it. That's why I have the check mark here. I already did the halo effect. Thank you all. Thank you, Yolanda. Appreciate your friend. And so that halo effect looks like this. It's right at the top of your live screen. That's what it looks like. So you add that halo effect and you wear it for 25 minutes. So that's the halo effect. And then you're going to post highlights. Your viewers, remember I told you your viewers have tasks. Your viewers post highlights of your video, of your page, of your live stream rather. How to get it? I know on viewer side I go through the heart me. On here you go through the campaign area. So when you're in the live center, you're on your profile, click TikTok Studio. You see posts, you see live. Scroll down to the live side. Scroll over to the live side, scroll down to campaigns. And it's literally the first campaign is pinned right on the screen. It's multiple ways to get it to it. It's under the balance. They have it pinned everywhere. Everywhere where Community Fest says is what this is on outside. Thank you, Steph. Others coming in. I appreciate you guys. I'm moving quicker. I apologize. I usually have our live goal going. Let's get the hearts tapping so we can get 10K hearts in 10 minutes. 10K likes. Hey, Miss K Latte. And so then you have these highlights. So you got to allow your viewers to do it. And you need 5 of them. We got our 5 and our 10 o'clock live. And then you also have to do these fest videos. This is the templates. You got to do it from here. You got to press the template. And then it's kind of like the catch the bean game. You'll see how that template populates so quickly. So you're going to do that template game. It's a 60-second video. The template video runs for like 20 of the seconds, and the other 40 seconds is you. So talk about your live. Say, hey, join me live. I'm going to be doing this in Community Fest. It's going to be fun times, blah, blah, blah. So you could do all that. And then there's these bonus challenges. This is where you have to send it out to at least 10 people. We've already achieved that. And this is the thing that was kind of stumping me. What are these taps? I thought it had to be you guys tapping the screen. It's not. It's under the heart me for your viewers. So I'm going to take you now to the viewer side. So that is the live host side. So every live host should be looking at that daily. The daily challenges do update each day, and it seems to be the same challenges. The Fest Halo, your community posting highlights, and you posting those videos. Same thing every day. The videos and the highlights, you don't have to keep them up. Just do it. Make sure you get the support and do it that way. All right. You can delete them if you don't like them. 10K in 10 minutes. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for supporting this live stream. Okay, so let's see. Let's get back in the room. We're gonna show you the viewer side. And everybody in the room, if you got your daily heartbeat, this is what I need you to do. We're gonna tap in, okay? So if you are here, it is time to tap in. So we're gonna do it real quick. Come into the live. Hey Steph. And so now we're back in the live. So I want you to hit the heart me. If you have not joined my fan club before, this is the time that you would do it. And if you click that heart me, now we're looking at the viewer side of Community Fest. So you're gonna scroll down. Remember, we talked about post and highlights. That's where you would do it here. Post the highlights. But we're gonna scroll down a little further. And what I want you guys to see is that there is this Community Fest gift. Box. I want you to click that. And this is how you catch the viewer side of Community Fest. So you guys are viewers. This is where you will find it. You're going to see it for every room you're in. All right. And so for this room, we've already collected some votes. So that's me, and that's the agency page. So it's in here. It got invited. It is part of the community. There are community videos that you can post, the hype videos. So you're going to post some hype videos. And so it has a template as well. So you're going to make sure you do a 60-second hype video. And then you also have the ability to post that highlight I just talked about. They want you to be able to send invites to people too. So you let people know to come join the room. And then you also can review that fest video. Hey, Push Talk Mom. How you Pamela? Welcome to the room. Diana, welcome. And then the last thing is here. Tap to send your support. This is where you tap. If it doesn't have a check mark, you only could do it one time for one creator. For my room, you only could do it once. And then they basically say you have to do it for 300 other people. So they want you to do it a whole lot. Okay. Thank you so much, Ashley. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Others coming in. KK, thank you for the rose. Others coming in. So just know this is where you would go to tap. That's what your live host is telling you to do. Tap the screen is one thing. That's where those hearts are flowing, the hearts we see up here. But if they want you to tap for the community fest, that's what they're asking you to do. So if you haven't done that for my room, tap it and we can get started. All right. TikTok gave us a cue. Let's see what it says. At the start, clearly state the top three valuable tips you'll share. Give your audience a reason to stay. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So that is something TikTok is giving more tips. I think they're giving more tips because of Community Fest too. So just know. Can you see an example of a hype? Can we see an example? Oh, let me show you the hype video. And what I said with these videos, let me go back. I have to go back to the Community Fest area. What I said with these videos, if it doesn't match your content, you don't have to do it. Well, let me take that back. You do it and you can delete it. Okay. Do the video and then delete the video. So that way you get the credit, get the points, it shows up instantly, and then delete it. So for this hype video, it says it here, post a Community Fest 2026, the hashtag is going to automatically populate. Hey, Charlie, thank you so much. You get 100 votes. You get 100 votes for this, and you get two videos that you post. So you got to post it twice. You get 100 votes. If you do the posting, you get 50 votes that way. And you can do one of those a day. And then so you're getting votes, the votes that come here. And as you collect votes and do that, it's going to allow you to win prizes. There's a whole list of prizes that you can win as you are engaging in Community Fest. That's what TikTok is saying. So if you are a high engager, you're doing all the things, you're collecting votes, you'll be able to cast votes for your favorite creators. There's going to be some other gameplay that you can participate in. So that's what it's all about. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? Thank you so much. Hey, in Arnie. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support, everybody. Okay, so here's an example of that hype video. Let's go to it. So the video is actually a template. Let me click it. So it pops up. You see that little symbol there? There's going to be a little image there that pops up on my face. So let me show it. Let me do it. I'm going to hit 60 seconds. I'm not going to do 60 seconds though, but it's cat is scanning my face and it's about to do the question and answer. And so you'll see it. And it's sending out these little images, the heartbeats. And so I'm just going to do 15 seconds just so you guys can see it. So it scans my face. You see it doing that. That's the video. and then you'll see it's still scanning, and then the heart burst out. You see it? Bursting out the heart. And you can talk. So that's the thing about it. You could talk this whole time. So don't feel like, see, it's looping again. So don't feel like you can't talk. You can talk during this. You got to talk for 60 seconds. So you can say, hey, come join um, Dr. Lisa doing Community Fest. I think it's going to say that. You can add sound. I can't see if it said my name. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's just you talking about Community Fest. So I would say Community Fest. And so you would put that there. Yeah, your logo is there. Yep. And then it shows that. All right. And then so I'm not done with this video, so I'm gonna delete it. But you get votes for that. All right. So I would say do it as much as you can. You can go to other rooms and do it for them too, I believe. I think maybe it's just one a day. All right. So just know that that's part of the gameplay. Any questions about that? If you just came in and you don't know what I was just showing, let me know if you had any questions about that. Okay. And if you haven't tapped to join, when you click your daily heart me, if you haven't tapped, this would be a great time to do it. Okay. So you can go ahead and click the daily heart me and tap to show support for this room. All right. Let me know if there's any questions about Community Fest. We're going to repeat it again just for the folks that are coming in. TikTok just gave us the flash go. Hey, Steph. And then it is roses. So we don't have heart me's. That's awesome. So it is roses. It's one rose per person. A total of 16 roses will be greatly appreciated. So I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for supporting. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Appreciate the support. We're halfway there. So if you can send a rose, this would be the perfect time to do it. One rose, you need coins on your account. So it's one per person. What was you saying about drafts? Um, for that Heart Me, for the Community Fest video, I don't know if I said drafts. I said you can delete it if you needed to delete the video. So let me know if that's what you meant. So I was saying you could delete the video. And then M. Rainey, you said you have a question. What's your question, friend? Thank you, Portia. Porch Talk with Pamela. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, you said the other day. Well, you're not supposed to save a lot of drafts. You're not supposed to because that's taking up your storage space on the app. So it definitely will impact your views when you go live. It's going to give you a lag as well as you may not get pushed out as much. Yeah. So you're not supposed to do that. So if you have content and you just have it in there and just storing it up and haven't posted anything, delete it. Yeah. Keep it no more than 24 to 48 hours. That would be the max that I would keep it, especially if you're a regular live host. Okay. So if you're a regular live host, yeah, don't keep drafts. Something about the draft slow your algorithm. Yep, that's it. Yep. Is it rude to stay in our live if you're broke and can only tap? Is it rude to stay in a live if you're broke and only can tap? No, it's not rude. I think it's important to make sure you're doing the other things like tapping, sharing, commenting, supporting a live host. Um, what I will tell you guys, if you're coming to a live, when it comes to like the daily heart me center roles, that's support. So I would always have like if I were you, I would always make a way to have like maybe 100 coins on my account just so I could do the bare minimum. And I'll keep that as my threshold until I can like re-up. You know what I'm saying? Like my threshold is that I need to make sure that there's at least that amount. So that way I can come into a room, I can grab their daily heart me. That's one coin. I can send a popular, maybe send a rose, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm a comment and tap and stuff. So I think that's going to show support because as you guys start doing this more, you're going to see live hosts. At the end of the day, this is about community. It's about people supporting each other. And if you're coming in and doing that support, that's helpful because that keeps the person's algorithm moving. People are coming in, they're engaging in that way. TikTok is about the money. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't mince words about it. That's the name of the game here. And so it helps that live host to get pushed out and get that visibility. Okay. So so it's not I don't think it's ever rude, but I think it's important to do that engagement, especially if you're a person that has been engaging. And if you have your TikTok will deactivate your blue box and your heart me box after 7 days. So the heart me box goes gray, the blue box you don't see at all, and it's gray as well. And so it's just one of those things where you just have to make sure that if nothing else, you're doing that level of support. I think that helps. Thank you, Miss Latte. Thanks, didn't know that. Yep. No, it's not true rude, but tap like crazy. Like tap, keep it tapping. That person needs over 100K taps. Oh my gosh, that's funny. This is great information. You're welcome. You're welcome. I went live 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, awesome. And little to no engagement is getting discouraging. How long have you been doing it, Coach Miss V? Let me know a little bit more about your journey. Understood. Not a problem, friend. Yep. I have posted your highlights. Thank you so much, Delisi. I appreciate it. To see you. Thank you so much. Great explanation. Thanks. You're welcome. 2 weeks. Okay. I laughed a little bit, not laughing at you, but just recognizing that that's still early. You're still kind of getting TikTok used to you showing up. You're moving the needle with your time, which is great. But just because you did it once doesn't mean like that's enough. I'm gonna say that. So there's a couple factors. You know what? I'm gonna change my board from Community Fest because I think we talked about Community Fest. If you guys need to know more about Community Fest, I'm happy to talk about it. But I think there's something about making sure you understand a little bit more of the mechanics, some of the technical things you need to be concerned with, but also the engagement thing. So the engagement is important, don't get me wrong. Technical things are also important too. So we'll talk about it. Let me do this. Let me change my board out and we'll do the things you must do before going live. I think that encompasses a lot of the stuff that I'm about to talk about. So use this board for today. I may change it to engagement. Maybe I'll keep it here first though, so we can talk about some of the other things too. And then I want to take off this halo. So we're gonna switch back to my normal heart. I like doing my little heart. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so a couple things, and then my soundboard went away. Let's see. There we go. So couple things. So my friends who and real quick before I get going, we do have this rose. We do have the flash goal going. We need four different people. So four more roses. If you guys don't mind supporting, if you're new to the room and haven't sent a rose, this would be the perfect time to do it. We need one more rose, one more person. Appreciate it, friends. We did that. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for that flash goal. I'm happy we got it achieved. Check off the list of things to do for TikTok. Okay. Thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate you all supporting. Thank you, friends. Um, so, and congratulations on level 9. Congratulations. Wow, wow. I see you, friend. Others coming in. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. If you are new, put new in the chat. I want to make sure we say hello to you. So feel free to put a comment in the chat. We're going to get to talking. I'm going to talk because my friend, Coach Miss V, she asked a question. She's been going live. Now, Coach Miss V, got a question back for you again. You've been doing 2 weeks every single day. Did you miss a day? Let me know if you've missed a day. And if so, are you always going 2 hours or was that like a one-time thing? What's your norm? How long do you normally go live? Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate my new friends coming in. She called herself cooking. I love that, y'all. She called herself cooking, y'all. Thank you so much. Hey, Rochelle. Shona, thank you so much for being here. And Steph, I appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being here. Um, and like I said, if you're new, put new in the chat so we can get to know each other. So, Coach Miss V, let me know if those answers too. So, a couple things you need to kind of put in your mindset when it comes to TikTok. It's a process. All right. So as you go live, the first thing you want to pay attention to is the messaging that you're putting on your board too. You want to pay attention to that, and that messaging should come from what your target audience is looking for. Okay. So when you think about your topic, when you think about the audience you're trying to attract, what are they researching? What do they want to know? What are they interested in? My audience here, you guys are trying to understand TikTok, TikTok live, how to be a live host. What's happening with this whole live thing? You want to be able to answer questions. You want to understand the viewer experience as much as the live host experience. And I talk about it from the live host lens, but I also speak to the viewer experience because I want you guys to understand that as a viewer, you got to know how to engage because that engagement that you do matters to what you teach and how you get people to engage in your life. Does that make sense? Like you got to understand what's happening here. Coach, you said about 5 to 6 days a week, about 61 minutes each time. Okay, so you're doing over an hour. I did 2 hours the first time today, which is good. That's good. That's progress. Okay. And then Dr. Peg, welcome to the room. Dr. Peg, I owe you another message. I did get a response back late last night, so I wanted to make sure I followed up. You are good to go to reapply. So if you want to reapply to the agency, let me know. You are welcome to reapply. Very true. Hey, friend. Hey, yes. Okay. So all of that is important, but just recognizing that it's a process. So I want you guys to understand small wins, growth that you're doing matters. Okay. Thanks. You're welcome. Growth matters. Okay. I usually give the analogy just to kind of help put this in perspective for all of us. I give the analogy of a baby. So when we think about this process, babies just don't come out talking. Babies just don't come out walking. They don't run. They don't do all the things. For them, it's a process and they're growing. Each day they're learning more. They're becoming more confident. They're becoming more comfortable. They're talking more. They're mimicking you. Then they stand up for the first time. Then they start walking or crawl. Well, they crawl first, and then they stand up, and then they start walking and taking those steps. So it's very much that process here. I say that to you all. You have nourished them. Yep. Yep. And you're nourishing TikTok too. So I want you guys to understand that. The other analogy I give is like almost like a new job. When you come onto a new job, you're excited. You're like, I know I'm going to do well. I'm going to be doing all the things these other people are doing. I'm gonna be the boss. And then it takes time. They have a 90-day process. That 90-day probationary period is there for a reason because it's hopefully you're learning the job. You're showing up consistently on time, doing all the things. You're meeting all the key players. You're learning the acronyms. You're knowing where features are at. You know how to engage with your coworkers and mingle and stuff. And when you don't do those things, you don't necessarily get noticed for the promotion and for the other opportunities. So the same thing here. You are trying to make sure you're building community. Okay. And so with that, it takes time to get people in the room. I will say that just generally, but recognizing there are some things where you can move the needle a little bit because you really need to know who's your audience. And those are the people you want in your room. And so if you're doing the things to engage them, going to those lives where they're at, doing the research of the topics they're researching. That's why I told you that's my number one tip there. Making sure you're researching the topics that they're searching for. How do you do that? So your topic may be fitness. If your topic is fitness, go to home screen in that search bar, search fitness and see what topics pop up along fitness. It may be fitness journey, fitness motivation. It may be fitness routines for women over 40. It may be um, fitness routines, and so those are the top searches. And so recognizing those being the top searches, how do you talk about that in your live so that people who are searching for that come across your live stream? And you could also use Creator Search Insights. I like the home screen better because the goal is for you to kind of see the keywords at first. The content gap is really important because you want to post content based on what are popular searches too. So that's important from a content perspective. And then basically looking at some of those content gaps, and maybe those are keywords you can use too. But but again, how are you then making sure your live stream is relevant to your audience? All right. And to the people who are searching for that. How you doing, BU? Welcome, friend. Thank you so much for the daily heart me and the I love you so much. And others who are following, I appreciate the follows. If you have not followed the live post, this is a good time to follow the live post and then also send your daily heart me. So I appreciate you guys. We did get the flash goal. So if you haven't sent your daily heart me, definitely send it now. It's a good time to send it to join my community and make sure you're staying up to date with your heart me. And then as you're in the Heart Me, scroll down to Community Fest and tap that last option to support this room. So if you don't mind tapping, if you don't know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. I don't know what you're talking about. Creeping, welcome, friend. How you doing? Thank you all for the shares. That's right, sharing too. If you don't mind sharing the live, those are all ways to support the room. If you don't mind clicking that arrow in the corner, you can share, you can add it to your story. You can also repost it, or you can press down on the middle of the screen and do what's called a power share to share out the live. So I appreciate all the support. Thank you, friends, for sharing out the live. I appreciate that. So when it comes to that process, TikTok is paying attention to you 5 to 6 times in the week, which is good. Weekends are always a little bit better for me. We'll see how today goes. Just earlier today was kind of it was kind of different, but I think it was because of me. because I was all over the place with my live stream. Kind of like today, I started off, I didn't do my warm up stuff. We started talking, I didn't do the taps. We got the flash go early, which was great. But a lot of it is my perception of how am I being regimented. If I'm all over the place, TikTok's confused. You understand what I'm saying? It has to know what we're talking about. And so if I'm all over the place and I'm talking about Community Fest now and then talking about live hosting this and then talking about researching the top and I'm all over the place, TikTok's like, well, girl, what are you talking about? What's going on? And so just recognize that you got to be make sure that you're being consistent in the things you're saying, being regimented in how you start your live, and make sure that, the algorithm can pick up what you're trying to put down. All right. And then because of that, they can send your live to people who are searching for that topic. Okay. So that consistency matters. Having a board that's going to draw people in is also important. So we talk about that. This is actually that's number 4 on this list. But making sure as you do that research, you can use those keywords to come back to your live stream and make those things that people might be curious about. What are 5 tips for your fitness routine for women over 40? What are 5 tips to work out and lose weight in menopause or perimenopause or whatever the case may be? Things that people are searching for, and then have some question that said like number 5 is going to surprise you. Something that people are going to be like, oh, okay, let me stop in this live. She's talking about stuff I'm searching. I've been interested in. Let me come into this room and get some more information. That's why the boards are so powerful. The boards that are really stopping the scroll is what's going to stop people to come in your room. I saw plenty of people coming in, but they didn't stay. I have what I think is a good board. Um, TikTok is still pushing you out to just see what's sticking. I don't think they're pushing you out to your audience yet. I'm going to say that. If you're saying you saw plenty of people coming through, then did you click any of those profiles and see if it's similar demographics like mom, wife, something that would say, okay, this is my target audience? I think that's where you're just in the beginning. You're just getting pushed out randomly. And so I think that's what I would tell you. Just take a look and see. Or you said no. Yeah, I think you might still be like just out there. You're not TikTok hasn't honed in yet. Those 14 days, and when I say daily, I really do kind of mean daily too. I hate to say that because you said you wasn't doing every day. Um, it really is like the algorithm has to get your prime in it. You're priming it to understand what you're talking about, what you're doing. And that priming needs to happen too. I really do believe that. And the more you do it, the more they can depend on you and see you being consistent. And in those first 14 days, you're still learning the platform. You're still learning where all the buttons are. You're still learning, how you want to engage on the camera. You're reading comments. Hey, Diamond, how you doing? Appreciate you. Coach Miss V. Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. I don't see your board. You don't see my board? You don't see my board up there? You might need to update your app. Happy Aunt Me. Let me know. You might need to update this message here. You don't see it says 5 things must do before going live. Let me know if you don't see it. And so let me come off. I'm gonna turn it on and off again and see. Anybody else don't see it? No. You said I see it. Okay. Ironically, my other screen doesn't have it on here. Let me see. Let me come out. Come out and come back in. I don't think I've updated this phone though. That may be part of the problem. Let me check. So let's see. Because I don't see it on my other screen. Okay. Let's see. You said I see it. Let's go. Let's go. How you doing? The 5 things you must do text. Yeah, that's the comment. Yeah. So some of you guys are seeing it then. Yeah, my other screen is not showing it either. Let's see. Did I come back and come in? I don't see it either. That's interesting. And the app is updated now too. Hey friends, can I use my phone to do live and read comments on my iPad? Absolutely. Yeah, that's fine. That's kind of what I do here with this other device. Um, let's see. It was a comment I just missed. I wanted to make sure I caught it earlier. slash, you said any tips for special needs parenting niche. Again, you would just take that topic and go on the home screen and search it. You could search something similar. There's a search bar in Creator Search Insights. You guys don't sleep on the AI if you're using, any of them. I'm comfortable with ChatGPT. I need to learn Claude. I'm interested in learning it, but I do ChatGPT all the time. And so with those AIs, you can go there and search that topic and see what comes back for topics for your live stream, your target audience, who you're talking to. All that is part of a bigger strategy. And I tell people all the time, like, you kind of need to know your target audience, know your niche, and know your topics and the keywords. And those are going to help you kind of hone into what you're talking about in your live stream, how you're bringing that information here in a way that your audience is going to relate to it. You did the punk hair. Seeing how your audience is gonna relate to it. So all that is gonna be helpful for what you're trying to achieve in your live stream. ChatGPT is on to deal with government sharing our information. Use Claude. They refused it. Okay, okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. And so with that, you're gonna use it in a way that's gonna help you understand a little bit more about your audience. So then, as you have talking points, you'll be able to as you have talking points, you'll be able to share the things that are relevant to your audience too, and so become more relatable, so they can get to know, like, and trust you. All right. Um, so let me say this. Definitely make sure you're doing that research on the front end. So that's number one. Okay, that's number one tip. Make sure you're doing the research. It does take time, and I have to admit to y'all, I'm gonna say this. When I said that 90 days, I really do mean 90 days of somebody who's going live daily and consistently showing up. TikTok then really is able to see that you're showing up. I'm gonna push for more people in your room. I trust you. I trust that you can be here and be real and dependable. Where it becomes hard, it's the mental part of this too, because you're like, well, nobody's coming, so I might as well not show up. So think about that for a job. Like, if that was your job, you're like, well, nobody's here. We're not getting customers. I'm bored to death. I'm not gonna show up to work. You can't do that. It takes time. And I know it's frustrating in the beginning. TikTok is funny. It goes up and down, and you're still trying to figure things out. And it's glitchy, and it's all this weird stuff that's happening, like my board not showing up on the other page, on the other account. So stuff like that happens, and you're like, what is this? And you're still trying to figure things out, but it does require you to have that fortitude. All right. You said, Steph, I don't even be doing anything to even be worried about the government. I know. It's so funny. He said, I don't be doing nothing to worry about this government. Um, if I was really, I'm not, I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist in a small way, but at the end of the day, they got our information anyway. Just saying, just saying. They do. They got our information. They do. They do. They really do. So we could run from something or run towards it. It's up to you. You can run away or run towards it. But at the end of the day, they got it. They do. They got it now. That was what this whole deal about. But just saying, I don't want to run y'all away. But at the end of the day, yeah, it is what it is, y'all. So anyway, Dr. Kim, welcome to the room. I just wanted to say that to y'all. So, but no, I do want to learn Claude. I hear some good things about it, and not for that reason, but I just hear some good things about it in general. Um, all right, friends. So you said I don't. I don't if you can help. Say that again. I don't if you can help. Let me know what you meant by that, friend. Um, so what did I miss? Yes, Claude is great, and I love teaching it. Oh, yeah. So you teach Claude. That's good. That's good. I was just saying, in general, AI is helpful for understanding your audience. And so, making sure that you're using the AI. My AI that I'm comfortable with, that I started off with, that kind of knows me now, is ChatGPT. But like I said, I haven't used Claude, and I've heard some great things about it. So I'm tempted to start using it and checking it out and just kind of getting more familiar with it. So I will definitely be trying to check you out too, friend, just so you can teach more. Somebody made a comment about the government using having a deal with chat, and so now they have our information. And Claude doesn't do that. I think that's what the comment was based on. So Claude didn't go with their agreement. Um, And then basically what I said is that the government has our information anyway. So it is what it is. As much as we try to pretend like we not being watched and all the things, we are. We are. So I think we just need to make peace with that. If you live long enough, you'll realize that it is what it is. And so how do you play in the sandbox and get what you need from it? I don't know if you can help. I can't see my clap and laugh icon when I go live. Yes. Okay. I can talk about that. Oh, I use Gemini. They all good and and knowing all the same time. That's true. We're on our phones and we're on our phones. We are. We are. They know it all. Yeah. So so when it comes to the claps and the cheers, are you using a board? Let me know if you're saying you can't see it. So the sound bar is there. Are you clicking the wand? Let me know what you meant by that. So I feel like you can't see claps and laugh icons. Are you clicking the wand? It's under the wand. That's the sound effects. And once you click the sound effects, there's a sound bar that will pin at the bottom. And that gives you easy access to making the sound effects really quickly while you're in the live. This is for the mobile, the phone, and the tablet. It's different on the laptop for live studio, but on your phone and your tablet, that's where it's at. Um, and so, yes. Let me know if that's what you were saying. Others coming in, I appreciate you coming in. Let me know if you guys have questions. We were talking about the 5 things. There was an earlier comment about more visibility in their live stream, more traffic, people coming in, stopping, no comments. And so really what we're going to walk through is just kind of the steps to kind of know your audience, and then we'll talk some engagement stuff too. Hello, Lily. TikTok lives every Thursday. Oh, that's your schedule every Thursday where we talk all things AI. That's good. That's good. What time? And other people, if you want to put that in the chat, put your topic, your time, and your time zone so you can get some visibility. There's room for all of us. So make sure you put in there topic, time, and time zone. If you're pop-ups and you're all over the place, I got a rebut for that too, because I think that's something you gotta hone in on. Okay. Perfect. I'll be there. Awesome. So let's put that. When you're doing pop-ups, make sure you're trying to organize a schedule. Normally I see once I go live, it's just there. I usually use my phone. Oh no, you gotta click the wand. Click the wand, turn on your sound effects. It must have reset. That sound bar doesn't stay there. No, it'll stay there if it's the last thing you did, but maybe it'll reset it. So you have to go in that wand, hit sound effects, and then once you clap, it'll be there again. Yep. I'm in New York. Welcome to the room. Is AI still telling you what to do, Dr. Lisa? Is AI still telling you what to do? What you mean? AI telling me what to do? What does that mean? Um, you said Black women who AI with Ella, um, AI coach. Gotcha. Thursdays, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm in Florida, so I'm 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And then 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Central. All right. Okay. We'll try that. Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Christian faith filled music. Okay, this is Tasha B. Every Tuesday and Friday nights at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Love it. Love it. The other day, TikTok AI helped was giving us tips while you were live. Oh, okay. Yes. Is it still doing that? Yes. It does do the little pop up. It sure does. I don't think I've seen it for this live. I can't remember if it was this live or my early. I know I saw it in my early lives. I don't think I've seen one yet. Coach Chandra, how you doing, friend? I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9:30 p.m. And Saturdays are pop-ups. Turn pain into money. Love that. And then Digital X-Ray, how you doing, friend? Fan club for 2 months. What's your schedule too, friend? I haven't gone live yet, but I need some tips. All right. Is it Kokia? Let me know how you pronounce that. And it's cuisine. Is that it? Let me know if that's correct. Topic, pain into a paycheck. I love that. I love that. And so if you're a live host, like I said, put your topic, your time, your time zone in the chat so people can see it and can learn about what you're doing. So we want to get that visibility. I want to support you guys. At the same time, pop-ups are good. If you're just trying to get some time in, you want to find a new audience. What I will tell you though, if you're trying to grow community, and we know we're talking about community fest, if you're really trying to grow community, then you want to find a time that you can stick to because people are going to be searching for you and they're trying to figure out your schedule. And at the end of the day, you want to be able to kind of come here and say, here's my schedule. Okay. The pop ups work if you're just trying to do random things. And maybe find a new audience. Maybe you're searching, but at the same time, you should be trying to build community. So that's what I would tell you to do. Okay. Koki for short. Okay, awesome. Awesome. How does people get big gifters? How do people get big gifters? Um, that's an interesting question. I think a little bit of it's like that relationship, like I said, the community. You do get people who randomly come in, they call them the destiny helpers, and they'll randomly drop some big gifts. They like what they're seeing and hearing from the outside. They come in, they support. So that does happen. But for the most part, people become part of a team. They become part of a community, and they are obviously coming in trying to make sure they're getting visibility and support. And you are going to come in and potentially reciprocate that too. All right. So when you talk about going live, a lot of this is based on you, obviously sowing to other people with your knowledge and information, but also your badge is showing that you also do that type of support too, the gifting support, the daily heart me support. Okay. So that badge next to your name is telling a story about what you're doing and what you're not doing. All right. So I teach that. I want you guys to understand from a viewing perspective what's happening here, and also how you want to build. Okay. I'm in Dr. Lisa's Asians Applied, not Elise. Right? Appreciate you, friend. Yeah, I am a Creative Network agency owner and manager. I go live twice a day. I support people with their live journey. It is a free program. I always say that to you all because at the end of the day, it's about you showing up and being a consistent live host. And as you're growing, I'm giving you tips and strategies, monetization strategies, but also helping you to stay in compliance with TikTok so you don't get in trouble. So that's what an agency should do. And then ideally you're growing from your presence on these TikTok streets. And so I'll talk about that a little bit more, and then growing your community. All right. Um, um, Dacia, you said exercise weekdays, weekday mornings, and some Saturdays, 8:30 Eastern or time posted in your thought bubble. Okay, love that. Savinia, you said, is that it? Savina, is that it? I think I said that correctly. Cozy coloring every Monday through Thursday. I'm sorry, Tuesday and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you all for engaging. I love that. Let's see. We have a few more people that gave some other things that they're doing. Hey, Bren, how you doing, friend? I used to be in number one when I write a comment, but now I don't see any number. What do you think the cause is? Um, Number one, when you write a comment, you're talking about your blue box. That blue box had a number one next to it. I think that's what you're referring to. I'm going to explain that, friend, because yours is grayed out now. So I'll explain it. I never knew before you before you about the daily heart me. Really? Exactly. I love that. Digital X-ray. You said Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Making income online. Start from $0 down. I love that. Created new Amazon KDPC. And that's the Amazon KDP publishing classes every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5:30 Eastern, Bible study on Wednesday. I love that. Game night with Dacia, draw and draw and guess at 10 p.m. and 11 Eastern on Sundays. Tasha, you have faith, inspiration, and motivation every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern on Impossible to Possible. Hey friend, how you doing, Karen? Thank you so much. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for putting that in there. I appreciate you guys doing that. Let's do this. I got to talk about the blue box because I think our friend Flora had a question about her blue box. So if you are in the room, we always do this because we got some new friends that don't get it, and we got some friends who have it that don't know what they got. All right. So hey Richie, how are you, friend? Um, so if you put the word box, let's do this. We'll do an overarching overview of what's happening here. And then I'm going to show you. So put the word box. Yeah. Okay. Alex, you said we teach healthy living in Zoom. Okay, nice. Box. Okay. Put the word box. Everybody put the word box in the chat. I'm going to do it on my backup account as well. So we'll put the word box, BOX. And then once you put the word box, click your photo. So everybody click their photo. So click your photo. If you have not done it, click your photo. What's going to happen is your mini profile is going to pop up. Okay? So let's talk through this. The blue box, that badge next to your name is representing you as a viewer. It is your gifting engagement box. It will become gray if it first of all, I'll say zero if you've never done it before, LV0. It will gray out if you have not done it in the last 7 days. Okay. And then if you that's you as a viewer. So you all are viewers in my room right now. And so it shows that you've gifted, you've engaged in that way. And for whatever reason, if you don't have it, that means that you've kind of said, okay, I don't understand what's happening here. I don't get it. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But some of y'all do understand and y'all have ignored it. And so TikTok sends you a little message telling you to send a gift, telling you to send a rose, a heart me. They told you to do something and y'all ignored it when you come into someone's live. So you really should be engaging in that way. That's how you get the box. Yours says LV1. So it's grayed out. That means that you haven't done it in 7 days. So TikTok is like, hey, you need to do what I told you to do. When you first came in here, it says send a rose, do something. And so the roses will get it reactivated. If you grab your daily heart me up here where it says join, it will get it reactivated as well. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me, friend. And so all of that is engagement. All of that is engagement. And so TikTok is looking and tracking your performance. Okay. So you did it once, you need to do it again. And you need to continue to do it over the 7 days so that box stays active. I'll explain it in a second a little further. The middle box is you as a fan club member. So if it's grayed out and says the word member, that means you have not joined the fan club. That means you haven't come a part of my community. It costs 1 coin, 1 penny to do it, but that's how you become part of someone's community. That is what Community Fest is all about. So we're in the midst of Community Fest. We're in this warm up phase of Community Fest, and it's going to last for the next 7 days. So it ends on the 17th, and then we go into full Community Fest. There's a lot of engagement and stuff that's going to be happening. People are going to have daily tasks they're trying to complete, and it all is based on your community's engagement. Had no idea laugh aloud. I was just listening, enjoying tapping, giving giving about 100,000 heart taps. I love it. Well, just keep tapping, friend. You did 2.8K in my room, so I appreciate the support. Thank you. You know, the live host can see all that too, just so that you guys know. People who come in and say, hey, I'm a big supporter. I do the tapping, I share, I do all that stuff. We can see if you've tapped, if you shared, we can see all that. We can see it. So TikTok is very transparent. I tell people that all the time. So you find these people who come in, they don't have a blue box. They didn't grab the daily heartbeat, so they don't have that live host box. They don't have, the not the live host box, the Lisa box for my room. They don't have any of that. And so you're like, okay, well, you're supporting, but what you're supporting, I'm just saying, what you doing? So we can see it all. So just know, and I'll teach that in a second if you guys want to know how to see it. The last box is the live host box. That last box is you as a live host. So you as a viewer, you as a fan club member, and you as a live host. And then the gift gallery is TikTok's gallery that they set for how viewers, you guys as viewers, can become title gifters, and people who can be recipients of that are live hosts and guests. If people are up in your panel boxes, they can get their gallery filled as well. Viewers, once you're down here, you cannot. Okay. What is the number next to my name? That's what we're talking about. The number next to your name is this as a view, you as a viewer. That blue box, that's your level of gift and engagement that you're doing. The daily heartbeat, the Lisa box is you in my room, what level you are in my room. And then the diamond box is the box that represents you as a live host and how you're leveling up, you're leaguing up as a live host. Okay, so all of that you want to pay attention to. Where do you see it? I go live and don't know anything. You're so funny. Interesting. Yes, yes, interesting. Hello, friend. Okay, let me finish the blue box and I'll tell you about the comments where you can see it. Okay, I'll show it to you. Is it a different number for every different room? No, the blue box follows you. That blue box follows you. It's every live you go to. The heart me box is unique to my room. When you go to someone else's room, it's going to be their room. It's you as a fan club member for those rooms. Okay. So that's what that is. You grab somebody's daily heartbeat, you join their community, and you did that for one coin. Thank you so much, Diamond. Diamond, I got my flash goal. We did get the flash goal, friend. It wasn't heartbeats either. You have so much patience. I know. Appreciate Thank you, friend. I'm laughing because thank you, friend. Thank you for that compliment. It came out natural. I was like, I do have a lot of patience. I was like, I know. I was like, Lord, I got a lot of patience. But you do have to have patience for this. You really do. I tell people that's the pillars. If I was to give pillars for this, consistency is number one. You got to stay consistent. Engaging. You as a live host, you as a viewer, you got to do the engagement. All right. You got to. Thank you for the wink winks, friend. You do really do. You do. I know. And then the other two is discipline. I know sometimes you want to kind of, like I said, when I came to my live today, I didn't do my normal stuff. I didn't do it at my 10 o'clock. I didn't do it here. I feel off. Feel like I'm off my game, but that's okay because at the end of the day, you got to have that discipline. You got to keep showing up. You got to keep doing the things that you do to make sure you stick to that routine, that ritual. And then the fourth thing is the patience with yourself, patience with the algorithm, patience with your community. I tell people all the time, comparison is the thief of all joy. If you're comparing your numbers, comparing why you're not like looking like the other people, comparing in your mind that you should have all these things by this certain date and time, that's going to make sure that's the recipe for disaster. I'm telling you that now. And we started this conversation off by saying 2 weeks is still young. 2 weeks in this process here is young. Like you are still, you're not even crawling. You still a lap baby. You know what I'm saying? You are literally still like in your mom's arms because that's young. I want to say that, okay? I know that's probably not what you want to hear when you're like, "Oh, well, I've been doing this for so long." No. Now, if you told me 6 months and you've been doing 5 to 6 days a week or daily, if you told me a year, I'd be like, "Okay, you've been here. You've been doing some things." But you gotta realize it takes time, and everybody has an origin story, and it does take time to grow, okay? So I just wanna say that to you all because I know sometimes we're not patient, and we're that impatience is what stops us. We have this expectation for things to look a certain way, and that is not the case, okay? You said, "But God knew I needed patience for newbies." I just posted your highlights. Thank you so much, Diamond. I appreciate your friend. Are you using an external microphone? Um, my microphone is connected to my tablet where I am co-streaming on YouTube. So the microphone is for you guys is a little bit of smoke and mirrors because I'm really not using this. The mic you guys are hearing is my phone microphone. So my phone has a pretty good microphone, unless it's not doing well. Let me know if it's not. But my phone is doing the audio. The microphone here is connected to my tablet. So that's why you guys see it. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. And it said, so I have six. Does that mean I engage with six people? No. So let me explain. So now we're gonna click it. So let's do this, my friends. Let's do this. Can't hear it great. Thanks, friend. All right. So let's go back. So let's put the word blue down. Put the word blue in the chat. So we're gonna show you the blue box because I realize you guys are asking questions about the blue box. So let me clarify that we're gonna go a little deeper. So now when you put the word blue in the chat, click your photo. And now I want you to actually click the blue box. Okay. If you click this blue box, a blue screen is going to pop up. Okay. That blue screen is your level of engagement. So here's a question mark. Whenever you see a question mark in TikTok Live, press it. Doesn't hurt anything. Press it. And you're going to see this says gifter level up program. It breaks it down. I'm going to give you guys the Cliff Note version of this so you can go back and read it for yourself. Stop it. Let's see. Coming off the screen. My screen protector is acting goofy. There we go. Okay. So it shows you this blue screen. Question mark gives you some more details. Essentially, this account, this is my agency page. It's a level 23. My Dr. Lisa is a level 33. And so what that means is that this is how both accounts have been operating from a gifting perspective. And so TikTok tracks that with different symbols that you see here, different notations and colors. So it goes from level 1 to 9 is a lighter shade of blue. 10 to 19 gets a little bit more true blue, and then you have 20 to 29 will become almost like now it's starting to turn a little royal blue. And then you have 20 I'm sorry, 30 to 39. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. How you doing, Coach Vicky? Then you have 30 to 39. That symbol there is now going to be kind of almost in the purple family. Now we're moving over to the shades of purple. 40 to 49 is purple, and 50 is like a real true blue, a real true purple. Thank you so much. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you, David. Okay. And so with that, you collect points. You are collecting points. Now, this number represents the total points you need to get to 24 for me. It'll be whatever level you're trying to level up to. So so this is 24 will be the next level. So that's the total amount you need for 24. Already I'm at this amount of points so far. And then there's going to be a scrolling message. You'll see it in the bottom that says the difference between what you have and what you need. That message there is the points that you need to level up. So you are paying attention to your level up points. Does that make sense? So, my friend, thank you so much for the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate you guys engaging. Thank you for the roses and the heart me's. Appreciate you all being here. Be you. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you so much for being here as well. So, you are paying attention to your level up points. Those level up points are going to be how you get to the next level. People pay attention to your levels. All right. So level 1 to level 50 is what it is. You said very well explained. You're welcome. Yes, I explained yes, I understand the blue box now. Awesome, awesome. 4,000 52 to level up. Okay. Not bad. You can pace yourself. As you get higher levels, the numbers get larger. All right. So I have to get to 34 on this account. It's probably gonna take me much of the summer. It's gonna take me June, July, August. And then I might level up by September, we'll see. And then when it comes to level 35, I'm gonna be pushing for level 35 because there's a milestone that happens at level 25. Thank you so much, Purple, for the wink winks and the daily heart me. There's a milestone that happens at DD, thank you for that daily heart me. That happens at level 25 and a level 35. Those are milestone numbers. Milestone for 25 is that you fly in. You get your wings, all right? You get your wings, you fly in. Thank you for the Dr. Lisa Cares. Um, Thank you, Miss Vicky, for the paper crane. You said this is my personal account, two different they're not connected, correct? No, they're not. They're three separate accounts. Um, and so you get your wings, you get to fly into people's rooms, okay? And so you'll notice that you get to fly in at 25, between 25, level 25 to 34, you fly in if the room is under 100 people. So my room's under 100. Thank you so much for the paper crane. 35, it don't matter who in a room. You fly in. You are seen. Okay. The main point of that is that you want that visibility. Swoop on in. You want that visibility. You want for people to see you. That's the whole point of being a viewer. Somebody asked the question earlier about the people who send the big gifts and all that stuff. People pay attention to that because those are people who put in some time and some money and they have high levels too most of the time. They've been engaging and doing a lot of that. And so you want those people to be in your room. Like look, Deb, 26 level. Deb now she flew in. You saw her. Otherwise, you guys come in from the bottom. I don't see you as quickly because people are liking my live. People will join as guests. And if you're not a number, a 25 or above, I don't see you. It's harder to see those people. So I just say that to you because the chat's moving and other things like that, and it does impact your visibility. Okay. How you doing, Grand Rose? How are you today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you. Hey, Motivation Station, welcome to the room. Thank you for that daily heart me. King, thank you as well for the daily heart for coming in the motivational message. Oh, look at you, level 14. Congratulations, friend. Tip in or fly in. They tiptoeing in. Is that what's happening? The ones underneath, y'all tiptoeing in. Swan House, she just tiptoed in. Brit just tiptoed in as well. So just know that that's how you come in the bottom or you come in at the top. All right. Top, you want that recognition ideally. If you're trying to tip in silently, there's some things you can do, but at the end of the day, you want to be seen. Okay. Your job, lady, welcome to the room, friend. Is that level 25 for your room or for TikTok? That level 25 is a TikTok rule and it's currently for my room because I don't have 100 people in my room right now. So it's the way it's defined is 100 between 100, under 100 people. If you're level 25 to, well, I'm gonna say 34 down, you won't fly in. You'll come in like everybody else from the bottom. If there's over 100 people, so when you think about rooms that have thousands in the room, you don't see. If you ever paid attention, you don't ever see anybody under 35 that shows up at the top. Next time you go to a big TikTok shop live stream or some other big creators live stream, you'll notice all the people who are flying in are the people with the purple-ish colors box, or they're 40 and above, 35 and above. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing those people come into the room. You don't see anybody else fly in. All right. So now you'll notice. Now you won't be able to unsee it because you'll be like, "Dag, I didn't know that was the case." That's exactly what's happening. Oh boy, so much to learn. Yes. You didn't realize that. It was like, oh, I never noticed that it's only 35 and above that is shown in those rooms. Yeah, that's why. That's why. So what does that mean? Call creators to the arena and basically what you're doing is sending an invite to invite people to join Community Fest. Yeah, that's what that little segment means. So you're sending invites to them um to join Community Fest, to show up in the room, to support. Yeah, that's what's happening. Sending invites. And so what they get in their inbox is a little sticker to say join Community Fest. Okay. Um so yeah, so let me know if that makes sense for you all. So here's the strategy. Now I'm going to be sympathetic and sensitive to my friends in the room who have a limited budget. All right. Because I'm going to say something to you all, and I know I'm going to offend some of you all. But if you are trying to be a live host, if you're trying to be a live host, and you are trying to engage in this live streaming game, okay? You said new here. Hey, Allie, welcome to the room. Scary, welcome to I must do before going live. I talked about number one. We're gonna talk about the rest of them too. Oh, what just happened? I moved from blue to orange. What do you mean you moved from blue to orange? I see blue and orange. Did you grab your daily heart me? Okay, you got your daily heart me, Alex. Yeah. So you have both of them now. You didn't join my team. That's what happened. So if it says so really quickly, if it says follow, you need to follow the live host. I'm the live host. Okay. So if it says follow, if it oh thank you, Fran. If it says join underneath that, that's the little cute little animated character. That's our community. Our community got a little punk rock thing. I didn't realize that. That's what it looks like now. You can change that too. So that's part of the game too. So you can change it. And then so you join with coins on your account. So that's where I was about to go with the coins. When it comes to thank you for following, when it comes to joining the community daily heart me sending that, you have to have coins in your account. Now, if you're trying to be a live host, I tell people you want people to support your room. You need people to be a part of your community and grab your daily heart me. You do need people to come in and support your flash goal because TikTok has that as part of a game that they do too. So that flash goal is a piece of it. You do need people to support your live goal. My live goal are there with the sunglasses, that type of thing. You need people to support those things. Those are things that you're asking your creators to do. We have the viewer wishes here. I was playing around with this. I'm going to talk about this in a second. But you want people to come in and support you. If you're not getting supporters in your room won't grow. That's just the reality of how this game is played. Thank you so much for the populars. I appreciate it. And so you want that support. In order to get that support, though, you have to be a supporter. And support is all the support. I know y'all gonna say, why tap? I share, I comment. That's that's a piece of it. That's free support. You need that support too. But you do need the gifting support because we are in a TikTok economy. And if you're trying to be a live host, in order for you to grow as a live host, you need the other support too. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm going to reiterate that because I'm going to talk about that with number five, because I think we sometimes have a strategy for us and we don't have a strategy that is supporting the greater whole, the TikTok in you, because y'all in a partnership. All right. So you got to think about the partnership. If you are only thinking about you only going to have a few people trickling into your room. All right. Dr. Lisa cares. I do. So I'm just going to say that because you're in TikTok's economy. I say that all the time and I don't want people to feel offended by it, but that's what you decided to do when you decided to come on TikTok. Okay. So because you made this conscious decision and you know it has a payoff, it does. But it requires you to play the game correctly. You can't think about just you. Okay. You got to think about the whole game. All right. So I want you guys to think about that. So we'll talk about it because I want you guys to understand. But in the meantime, you should have coins in your account. So when I say, you know what, you're sewing into other people and you're not doing the sewing, like how are you asking people to support you and you don't support them? So that blue box is telling on you. It essentially follows you from every room. And we don't have a blue box. It tells a story about you as well. You giving this information for free. Thanks for you not needing more people of your live. I do need more people on my live, friend. I do. Share the live out. Let's share it. We can share the live. Um, but no, what I was saying is that you got to make sure that you are thinking about the bigger picture here too. So if you are asking people to support you, you said leave. If you're asking people to support you, you got to make sure you're doing the support too. All right. When it comes to the blue box, that box follows you. TikTok is very transparent. And when we don't see a blue box, okay, when we don't see a blue box, or we see a grayed out box, we see that you haven't been doing the things to, support other people. So, and that's the gifting. Who is new here? Oh, Miss Vicky said, "Who's new?" If you're new in the room, put new in the chat for me. Put new in the chat. We did have a few new friends come, so let me know if you're new. But TikTok sent you a message when you first came into my room. Any and everybody, you got a little box that popped up, right? It came right on this right side. That box said to send something. You said vacation happens. Okay. That box says to send something, says send a rose. It usually tells you to send something for a penny. It's a one coin contribution. And so with that, have coins in your account. And what I was sharing earlier, I was saying, don't let your account get under 100 coins because again, you manage your budget, but your budget also means that if you're coming to these spaces, that you're able to do the things that will support the live hosts. Okay. That support is necessary. That support is required for you to grow, for the room to grow, for other things to happen on your live stream. Okay. All right. So you got to think about that. Um, so when it comes to gifting, you want to click the gift box. You can click there. It says recharge in the corner, or it says add coins. If you have coins already, you click that, a screen will pop up. When that screen pops up, I'm going to tell you to pause. Look for the line that says recharge on TikTok.com. Charge on TikTok.com/coin. And then when you recharge there, it'll allow you to recharge. Okay, hopefully that worked. We'll see if it pops back on. All right. So you can go there and get coins, okay? All right, friends. Let's for the rows. You have coins that you're looking to level up. So leveling up, basically you're going to decide if you spread that out over multiple lives or if you try to get that done in one live, okay? So you make a decision on how you level up. What I would tell you is to pay attention to it because that's where you manage your budget. All right. You're not out here just throwing whatever. You are looking at your numbers saying, okay, I need to do a little bit here. I need to do a little bit over here. I'm going to do something here. And that's what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to level up in this room. I'm going to do what I need to do because this is where I'll continue to pay attention to how I'm leveling up. All right. So pay attention to that. Does that make sense? My friends with the blue box, Put a Dr. Lisa Care sticker. Do you know where it's located, y'all? Do y'all know where the stickers are located? Hey, Black Lotus. Do y'all know where the stickers are located? Who in the room knows where the stickers are located? All right, there we go. Sharon, it's Karen. Thank you so much. You said nope. All right, friends. When you are in the chat box, look at the chat box. I want you guys to click the chat box right here, that heart, stickers. Okay. And if you're a regular fan club member, you can send the stickers. All right. There are so many stickers. So you guys can send stickers. And then there is a Dr. Lisa Care stickers. Where's that at? Dr. Lisa Cares. That's it. And so when I say send a sticker, I'm saying that's what I'm saying to do. All right. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Never found them, never used them because I don't know where they're at. Black Lotus, oh my gosh. When you send a comment, you see where the comment is, where you wrote that nice comment to me. Click here. There is a heart. See that little grayed out heart at the end? Write your message, say hi, hello, and then I'm going to put Dr. Lisa Care sticker with it. I'm going to click that heart and the stickers pop up. That's what you're doing. All right. And then those who are interested in the agency, I'm going to pin that. Let's see if I can pin it. And so that is the official agency page. And so if you are a live host and you want to join my agency, that's what you're going to click to join the agency. All right. Let's see. Let's see. The stickers make your comments stand out in the chat. They do. They do. Yes, they absolutely do. So you definitely want to use the stickers because they definitely make your comments stand out. And when you're in a big room with a lot of engagement and viewers, you want to make sure your comments are standing out. Okay. OMG, good information. So thank you, friend. Not 009 years here and never knew. What? How do you create a sticker for people to use in your live? You people use the AI to create them sometimes, Canva, Photoshop, whatever. And you got to make sure it's the specs by TikTok. So when you want to go, you're going to go into your fan club, the fan club zone for you as a live host. And then it'll show you at the bottom the guidelines for stickers. When you click the emote area, those are the emotes. And then you can see what the guidelines are for it. How do I get the Halo Force? It's under effects. When you click the wand, while you're in the live, you can click the wand. You go to effects, it's right there at the top. If you before you go live on the setup screen under effects, it's right there at the top. If you go to Community Fest, it says use the halo, it takes you to it as well. So yeah, it's like three different ways to get to it. But yeah, so you can click it any of those ways to get to it. How do you create stickers for people to use? Tasha, did you hear my comment? You got to create them through Photoshop, Canva, ChatGPT. Make sure you do it based on the specs that TikTok requires. Download it to your camera roll and then upload it under the fan club zone. Awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, so are you guys okay, thank you. You're welcome. Let me know. Hey friend, how you doing? Thank you for that daily harmony. Let me know if there's questions about what we just talked about. So we spent a lot of time on the blue box, y'all. We spent a whole lot of time. So I appreciate you guys supporting the live stream. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna stay on. I'll probably stay on another 30 minutes or so. I'm not gonna be on super long. I end up doing 3 hours of a live this morning because TikTok ended my live like right under 2 hours. It said internet connection. I'm not sure what happened. Everything else was working, so I'm really not sure what happened. But I stayed an extra hour after that. So this live wasn't going to be super long, but we're going to get some engagement going too. So I need us to engage a little bit more. Let's get the room going. We don't have as many people in the room. So we're going to get some engagement going. Make sure you guys are tapping the screen. You see the hearts flowing on the side. Thank you so much, Motivation Station. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate it. Thank you so much supporting that live goal. Um, and if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, let's share out the live. If you click the arrow below, we're going to tap the screen. We'll try to get this to 100K. Let's see if we can get to 100K likes. going, and then also get some shares going. You can also do what's called a power share. If you press my nose glasses, you can share it out that way as well. Where is the viewer wishes? I keep forgetting. The viewer wishes is and I was going to talk about the viewer wishes for number 5, but the viewer wishes is located under located under the interact. When you're setting up your live stream before you go live, you can set it up there, or you can get it from the three dots. When you click the three dots in the lower right corner, it will have viewer wishes there. Yep, at the top area. So yeah, definitely do that. You said, where are the viewer wishes? Got your friend. Motivation Station, thank you so much, friend. You said, be right back. All right. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So let's talk about these 5 things you must do. So the first one, I started off by saying really directly, I was like, know your audience. Okay. We kind of went down this path because we had someone who was saying, you know what, Doc, I'm not getting as much views. Now they had started going live over the last couple of weeks. And like I said, it does take time to grow. And I think, grow and get engagement. A lot of what you're doing in those first 2 weeks, I would almost tell you, let me be real about it, y'all. You're not talking about your topic a lot, especially in those first couple days. You might give a little bit of a snippet of what your topic and what your live is going to be about, but really in those first week, 2 weeks, it should be all about engagement. It should be all about listening to your audience, getting a sense of what they're interested in, how your live is going to impact them. Hey, how you doing, Kim Loves Jamaica? Hey, Karen B. Just making sure you're doing that engagement. That's where the difference maker is going to be. Hey, thank you so much for that daily heart, me friend. So if you're doing that engagement, you're cultivating a relationship. All right. You're tapping people's photos. You're reading their bios. You're being intentional about asking them questions that relate to your topic. Thank you so much for the populars and the heart me. I appreciate it, friend. And so you want to read those things that about their bio so you get a chance to know them and then ask questions about it. All right. That's a strategy. Okay. So you're being very intentional and strategic about learning your audience and learning who's coming into the room. And then they tell you to do strategies like, hey, tell me where you're from. Ask questions that have nothing to do with your topic. Tell me where you're from. That's a simple question. As a matter of fact, tell me where y'all from in the room. And so I'm from Florida. I'm in Orlando area, and I've been going live. I'm originally from Chicago. I've been going live for a year and a half. So you do that introduction. You let people know you're starting off. I'm new. I'm just getting at this, and that's gonna help too. You said Texas, Motivation Station, Oregon. I didn't know that. Oregon. Okay. Nice, nice. Thank you all. Appreciate you guys supporting. Thank you so much. My live is buffering TikTok and my phone is running hot. I wonder if something's going on with my connection. I'm not using my charger cord though. Hey Lisa, welcome to the room, friend. Talk to Lisa. I find it invading privacy when you read someone's bio. Is that a problem with is there a problem with that? Atlanta, no, it's not invading their privacy because they should have a bio. Yeah, so you can get to know people. That's their calling card. That's that way for you guys to interact. As a matter of fact, I tell people not to make it private. Because if you make it private, you're limiting your opportunity to grow and build community and connect. Yeah. So remind me where the halo is. The halo is under effects. Did you hear me that motivation station? I think you asked me that before. You know where under effects, when you are before you go live, there's an effects button for the setup for the live stream. It's also on the campaign screen where it says use the halo for 25 minutes. If you click that use button, it will take you to your live stream. It'll take you to the effects area. And then when you come live under the wand, when you click the wand, you can also click effects there too. It's public. They put it there for you to read. Yeah, they do. They do. Absolutely. It's there for you to read it. Yeah, absolutely. I want to go live, but I'm in my head too much. Yeah. That's the thing about it. And then you guys, I will say this. It requires, and so Tori, you don't have a bio. See, Tori, we just talked about that, friend. You want to put some words in your bio. I don't know if you don't have it or if you have it private, but put some words in your bio because people do click it to read it to get a little bit more information about you and kind of get a sense to know you. So yeah, the live stream process is really it may have you in your head in the beginning, but after you do it and get more comfortable and confident in what you're saying, who you're talking to, building the relationships, it becomes a lot easier. It really does. It becomes a lot easier. And so you don't feel uneasy about doing this. How many of my friends who've been going live, let me say, anyone who's been going live over 3 months, so over 90 days, who's in the room? Say me. If you've been going over live, if you've been going live for over 90 days, say me. Okay, Karen B. Do you still get nervous, Karen? Let me know. FX got it. You're welcome, friend. Do you still get nervous? Anybody else? Bohemian, how you doing, friend? Nope. And I don't. And I said 90 days because I figure that they're pretty confident about the live stream. But that nervousness goes away probably like week 2, week 3. You said I love it. I know you do. I do. Okay, I will put something in my bio. Yes, yes, me. Black Lotus, do you get nervous? I've only done videos. I do FB Live. Okay. Well, yeah, this is it's different than the other platforms. I will say that. It's definitely different than the other platforms because there's a lot going on the screen. So for that reason, it becomes a little different. So, but it's definitely a great way to build community, all the things that you're expecting for your community to come and engage. Your regular viewers feel like family after a bit. They do. They do. You sure do. Yeah. Yeah. So you're connecting with a lot of great people and you're laughing, joking. Thank you for the purse, the bag. I was talking about the bag for our what is it, the outfit of the day campaign that we're doing for Community Fest. So I was saying add that to your viewer wishes. So I'm gonna talk about that in a second. You said nervous is not the question. I don't talk in real life. I'm always watching. I need to talk more. Yes, yes, Black Lotus, you got to do the talking. You do. You do, friend. Yeah, TikTok is like, ma'am, what did you say? I'm listening. Did you say something, ma'am? So yeah, you got to do the talking. So TikTok know you're there and your audience too. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the 5 things real quick. So the nerves will go away. Be strategic about what you're doing for your live stream. Number one was about looking up the keywords that matter for your live stream, for your audience, saying those things, making sure you're saying those words. Appreciate your friend, saying those words. All that is going to help with visibility. All right. The other thing you want to do is do a live event that's going to hold you accountable. It's going to let your viewers register. So like when I end this live, you guys will see a registration screen. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. Eastern every day. So you'll see the times that I go live next, which will be tomorrow at 10. So definitely create those live events. Those live events will help you with getting more visibility too. Okay. I don't know what to talk about in my lives. So the first thing I said here for number one, I was saying do the research based on your topic that you would like to talk about. So what are you producing content on? You said mom finds, so you have a shop page. And so I would say make sure you do the research on, stuff that moms might want be interested in. If you're doing TikTok shop in particular, um, you can make your topics about great finds in your live stream and you could do those based off themes. So like right now they have like the deals for you days type thing that they're doing in competition with, Amazon. So you want to make sure you're talking about those finds. So yeah, you can theme your live stream based on that. And then you can go to a home screen and just maybe search what are some things moms are interested in, and see what topics pop up or what content pops up and make that part of your live stream. Okay. Thank you so much, Janae. Appreciate your friend for the sunshine, summer sunshine. Let me know if that makes sense, friends. So you don't have to do anything extra. I do have a prompt that I use for the AI to help you ask chat. Yep, I do have a prompt for that. And so you can ask it to help you brainstorm 5 examples of your live stream based on the niche topics, your target audience, Like, who is your target audience? And then within that target audience, you can say, I'm looking for the demographic of that target audience, the psychographic, how they think and feel, that's the psychographic, and then the pain points, because you want to be able to speak to your audience like you know them. Okay. So when I'm here, I'm talking to you guys like I know y'all. I'm like, okay, I know y'all nervous. I know y'all think this is a lot going on. I know y'all intimidated by it. I know we are perfectionists. We want things to be done in a certain way, and this is the way it should look. And until I have all those I's dotted and T's crossed, I'm not going to start the process. I know y'all, so I could talk to you all because I'm that person. Okay. And so when I talk to you guys, I'm like, you got to jump in. You can't be afraid. Do it scared. I'm going to say, don't be nervous. Don't be shy. I'm an introvert. I'm going to relate to you all because I get it, because I do those things too. Yes, I am. Look at you said, oh, you watched my life for 400 minutes. Let's go. Diamond, there we don't be shy. Exactly. Yeah, so I'm gonna say all those things because I get it. Don't be scared. But that's how you relate to your audience. And so when you're talking to them, it's going to be like, this woman gets me. She understands my nerves. Oh, she's giving good information, good tips. She understands the platform, because all my perfectionism says I have to understand it. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Rose. I have to understand it to the same level, but I don't need to understand it to the same level. I just need to get started, because once I get started, I'm going to pick it up along the way. All right. That's what's going to happen for you. Don't feel like you have to be perfect about this. You just got to go live. We say practice makes progress here. Level 14. Awesome. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. You say, yes, I'm a perfectionist. Yes, but sounds like I will be not be many first time. So cool. Yes, absolutely. And then, I have the sticker in there that says practice makes progress. There we go. Thank you, Diamond. Look at you, Diamond. On cue. Look at your friend. Because that particular sticker is a reminder that we've always heard practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. We've always heard that saying, but that is not true. And that's the biggest misnomer we've been told and what we tell ourselves. Because at the end of the day, it's okay to keep progressing. It's okay that things are not going to be perfect. It's okay to recognize that, you know what? This is ever evolving and changing, and I'm going to have to go with the flow, and there's sometimes I'm going to make mistakes, and sometimes I'm not going to know the answers, and it's okay that I can have my community. I can take time to research. I can learn it as I go. I don't have to do it perfectly. All right. And so if you approach it from that perspective, then you won't have that over analysis paralysis that we do, where we think about something but we never take action. All right. We overthink a process and we like talk ourselves out of it. So you won't have that, because you're like, you know what? I'm just going to do it to my best of my ability. I'm going to get started and I'm going to learn as I go. And that's okay. And that is okay. Because I'll tell you right now, nobody's going to remember your day 1 through, I'm going to say day 1 through 60. Okay. No one's going to remember that, but they're going to remember you of who you are today. I can rest assured, not many of y'all, except for Black Lotus, I'm just gonna say that, because she gonna troll me. She gonna say something. Not many of y'all remember my early days here on TikTok. All right, my early live streams. She does. She will say she does. So, but I was learning. I don't even remember that person. You said I do. Do you really, Diamond? You do? All right. Thank you, Diamond. Black Lotus is gonna say about how I butcher names. I still butcher names. It's just that I've made peace with that, y'all. I've made peace with it. I don't mean to butcher y'all names, but I do sometimes. Okay, down to get my name wrong. Told her to ask her husband. Yes, I know. I knew Black Lotus was gonna say something about that. But just know that's how this goes, okay? I don't want y'all to think that you got to be perfect, all right? So just start, just get going. Don't overthink it. You'll get better every time you do it, all right? So number one was about doing that research, and if you don't know what your topic is, you can go. We're at a beautiful time in this world, all right? I know some people don't love it. I personally think it's a game changer. Hello, running is a blessing. Happy Saturday. Thank you for my rose. Did you get my daily heart, me darling? Run is a blessing is one of my besties in real life. And so who's my tapper did it. Okay. Um, and so thank you, friend, for popping through. And so when it comes to, going live, and I threw off what was I about to say? Oh, the AI. Use the AI. Okay. I want you guys to use the AI. You don't have to come up with a lot of information on your own. You can find out with that brainstorming prompt I just gave, you can find out who's your target audience, what's your topics, niche that you can talk about. In that particular prompt, I'm going to give it to you guys real quick. It says brainstorm 5 examples of a niche, topics, and target audience for my TikTok live stream. Include in the target audience the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points, and, and base that on these characteristics about me. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a stay at home mom, I'm a retiree, I'm a work from home mom, I love fitness, I love crocheting, all the things that make up who you are. So you can include that. All right. And I said that kind of quickly. I'm not going to repeat it because it is on my YouTube. I'm co-streaming right now. So you guys can go over there and listen to my YouTube. It's Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income Agency. I mean, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, same name here. You can go over there and get it. But with that being said, let me see. It is probably like an hour and a half into the live, maybe an hour and 35 minutes. And so you can get it there. Hey, friend, how you doing, Rev? And so just recognize that that's where you can start this. And then once it spits out those 5 examples, okay, once you get those 5 examples, you can then go and get, you can then go and ask it for an outline for your live stream, ask it to include the keywords, because you'll see one that you like. So if there's like number 5 that you like, you're like, oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. So say, write me an outline for number 5, example number 5, and include the keywords, a script to introduce myself. Doing well, thanks. You're welcome, friend. I'm doing well. And then ask it to include maybe even engaging questions for your audience. All right. So all that is there for you. There's no reason, I repeat, no reason you can't do this because there's too many tools and resources out there. All right. Thank you, everybody. I see your friends. Thank you all. Thank you all for sharing, liking the live too. So if you guys are liking the live, I appreciate that as well. Somebody asked me their question about showing where you see the likes at. Let me show you guys real quick. I normally don't do this. So let me show it real quick. Let's see. Um, I'll show you from the screen. Let's see if I can do it. If it's here. Okay. So this is somebody who came in my life. Thank you so much, Karen. Appreciate your friend. Thank you all for connecting. So this is a screen the other day. When you are a live host, you see that says sent 5 comments. See that little area there? Um, Thank you, friend. Appreciate the compliments. So that's there. And then once you click that area, it'll show the person's contribute, how long they've been following you, how long they've been watching, how many comments they sent, how many shares they made, and then how many likes. So you click that area and you see it all. All right. And then the comments are also there where you can see what type of comments they sent. Stickers count. All those things count. So they sent comments, were stickers, they sent a question, all that's there. So just know as a live host, we can see it. We see all the engagement. I just wanted to make sure I said that because somebody asked me that earlier and I forgot to mention it. And I was saying thank you guys for tapping the screen. And I appreciate it. Hey, Doc, how you doing, Christina? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, yeah, we see it all. We see it all. TikTok's very transparent with us because really, if you're here, you're building community. And if you're really trying to build a strong community, you want people to be engaging. You don't want people just watching, watching, watching. You need the comments, you need the taps, you need the shares, you need people to support your other goals too, your live goal, your flash goal, getting your daily heart rate. All of those matter. All right. Thank you, friends. I appreciate you guys. Let me know if there's questions. We are you said wow. We are growing in our community as well. So thank you all for supporting. If you guys are here, we were talking about number one. Number two we talked about was the live event. You can schedule your live event. That's how you schedule to let your audience know you are actively here and engaging. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, friend. I was looking at a comment on my YT. All right, thank you for that. I wanted to make sure I understood it. I was like, wait a minute. Sandra, thank you for the populars. I appreciate it. When it comes to Thank you for those populars. When it comes to number three, I say number two and number three is your marketing and your communication. So the live event is how you market your live. Number three is posting that you are a live host, you're going live. So you want to post about your live as well. All right. So tell people you're going live, you're going to post about it. Hello. Hope everyone's having a great day. Thank you so much, Simply. Appreciate your friend. You want to let people know you are going live as a live host. So you want to make sure that you are posting that. All right. So posting your live is so important. Sharing the topic, the information. You could add that live event. You also can add it to your story, and you can add the live event to your story as well. So keep that in mind. You want to market and share your the fact that you're a live host as much as possible. All right. So let's put in the chat who has been using the post feature. Who's been posting their live and using live events and stories to post? Have you done that before? You said which video on YouTube about using the AI? Um, the I'm co-streaming right now. I'm live on YouTube right now. So I live stream on both platforms. So yeah, just go to my live. It's on right now, and I think it becomes pre-recorded in about 2 or 3 hours. So you'll see it later tonight. It'll populate under the live feed, and then I also add it under my playlist where you can binge watch my content there too. Okay. So yeah, that's where it's at. But I'm currently live as we speak. When I just paused and said thank you for the compliment, I was talking to the YouTube viewer. So let's see. Thank you so much. TikTok AI says I am sharing tips for beginners on how to host a live stream. There we go, friend. Hey, it's 10A. Thank you so much. Are the lives you're talking about just like talking to people or TikTok shop? Also, I just got in. You just got in the room. All right. So hey, it's 10A. We're talking about regular live streams at this point. I wasn't talking about shoppable lives. Although there is a shoppable live concept where you can do full blown shoppable live where you are doing all the things talking about the features, benefits of the products, and maybe you're rotating through some products, you're demonstrating the products, doing all the things. So that's a full blown shoppable live. You can do what's called a hybrid where you're talking about your topic and you're showing different products, but you have your shopping cart activated. So right now you guys see the Service Plus. That's the square with the arrow pointing up. That's called Service Plus. And you guys can send me messages if you are interested in Service Plus and you want to become, get consultations, you want to join my agency. That's what you would click. And there's some frequently asked questions there for you. Um, and so Service Plus is a feature that you want to do if you have a service or an ebook or courses and stuff. When it comes to shop, you can actually turn on your shopping cart. It will replace Service Plus symbol currently. It will replace that area. It'll be the shopping items where you can click there and see all the products that are in my shopping cart. But you can talk about that too. So the hybrid means that you are talking about your topic, but the microphone is there. And you're talking about the microphone too. Maybe you pin it because somebody asked about it, or maybe you intentionally talk about it. But and then my lights, like I tell people, this is a real background. So people are like fascinated with my lights. They're fascinated with my clip-on lights and stuff, or the tapper. So again, you want to make sure that you are integrating both both products and your regular topic. Okay. And so, yeah, so let's see. I use stories and I post. You do, Sandra? Sandra, awesome. You use story and you post. Thank you for sharing out the live. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you all for supporting. If you guys don't mind sharing that live out as well, okay, thank you. You're welcome. Please repeat the question. What was the question? It was a question about, do I was I just talking about regular lives or shop lives? And I said I was talking about regular lives, but then I just talked a little bit about the shop, the difference with shop. So that's what that was. Thank you. Let me know if that's what you needed, Diamond. Um, Others coming into the room, how you doing, God's friend? Thank you for the share and the repost. I appreciate it, friends. Come on in. Let me know if you guys have additional questions. So number 4, you're welcome. Number 4 on this list. So I said one was do your research, know your audience, know the topics, the keywords that they're searching for. You're going to use that to create your board. We'll talk about the board in a second. Number 2 was doing the live event. So you're scheduling your live, you're marketing that you are going to be a live host, you're going live at this day and time. Number 3 was that communication, posting about it, sharing it with your in your stories, making sure you add those live events too, so people can easily register and sign up to go sign up to attend your live stream. Um, and then number 4 is what I was just talking about, your lights, your sound, your background, all of that matters to your live stream. Okay. So you want to make sure that all of those things are intact. You also create a board for your messaging for your audience. You also will put on that content disclosure, audience control. So if your audience is for a more mature audience, 18 years and older, turn on the content disclosure and the audience control. You're going to toggle that on. Content disclosure is really about your personal and professional brand. And so maybe you're talking about some sensitive topics to do with your medical journey, your health journey. Maybe there's some topics surrounding medications and some things you did. Maybe there's some topics surrounding your life experiences and maybe it's a little bit more traumatic. So turn on that content disclosure. So again, you can say some things, not everything, but you'll be able to say a few more things relating to your personal journey and personal brand that TikTok won't give you a restriction or violation for. All right. Not 100% foolproof, but it is helpful to turn that on. It also puts a label on your screen that says that this is a live that maybe you're promoting your products or services to. All right. Yet, Faith Creative, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for grabbing that rose. I appreciate it, friend. And let me know if you guys have other questions about that. So, those things that you want to do, the board is also important. Hey, Lynn, the board is actually where you are going to now let TikTok know. Give me one second. I'm sorry. You're gonna now let TikTok community know, your viewers and stuff know what your live is about. So I get people to come in my live. We get into a tangent. We're talking about some other stuff. Thank you all for supporting. And we're talking about some other things. And people are not wanting me to. They want me to recap here. So they'll come in and say, "What was the 5 things I must do?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'm on number 4 right now." you know. So appreciate you. Thank you for the wink winks. And so you got to make sure you're having a board that's going to add value to people. Okay. People are looking for value added. Curiosity. People are curious. Like, what are these 5 things I must do? Like, what does this look like? And like, what's number 5? What's this money bag thing? Hey, friends, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Hey, creative. So welcome to the room. And so you want to make sure your board adds value, curiosity, and maybe even a challenge. So you're challenging people to do these things. You're helping them understand, hey, I'm going to put this out here. It's up to you to do it because these are things you must do. All right. Thank you so much for the populace. I appreciate it, friend. And so, as you're doing your live, you want to make sure you're adding those things to the live stream and from your board that is going to resonate with your target audience. All right. So, your target audience, they're looking for that. They're looking for you to give them the keys to the car. And so, your board should help attract and bring that to them. All right. Let me know if that makes sense, friends. I appreciate you all. Thank you, friends. Thank you for the populars. I see you. All right. So, number 5. Now, number 5 is the most important. Now, this is where I say this is the strategy. Okay. Because the strategy comes from you being intentional about what you're doing. Okay. So, early in my live, y'all heard me say this is a TikTok economy. We talked about the blue box a whole lot. The blue box is the badge next to people's names. If you are new to my room and you're just coming in, Scroll up and down. You'll see where people have a box, a blue box, and they have a Lisa badge. They have that box with the number, the badge with the number, and the Lisa badge with the heart. All right. Where did you create the board? The board is created before you start the live. You can't do it while you're in the live. You can add it and remove it and change it out when you're in the live because you're going to click the wand. You'll click that wand. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing, friend? Thank you for sharing. I appreciate your friend sending that sticker. You click the wand and it says board, and you can add and remove the board. When it comes to before you set up your live, the board is under settings. Click settings, and you'll see a board at top, and you can add the board that way. All right. So just know you're adding. You're being intentional about creating your board beforehand. So think about, you can have multiple boards. I think in my board area, I probably have like 20 now. So you can change them out as you need them. Hey, Christina, welcome to the room, friend. Okay, some people have invited me on their boards. Make sure I know. Invited you on their boards. You're talking about like a board of directors? Is that what you meant? Like, what you saying, friend? Let me know what you meant. This is TikTok language. Boards. Hey, friend, I think that's what you're saying, Christina. Our community is tiered up. Thank you so much. No to join their content board. You talking about the bulletin board? Is that what you meant? Like the bulletins? The bulletins. I think that's what those are called. Those are called bulletins. I think that's what you mean. Yeah, you mean guest. I think she's talking about the bulletins. So she said the content side. So I think she's talking about the bulletins. I must be like, hello, I'm new. Okay. Yeah, so bulletins, I think it's a bulletin board. That's probably the full name of it. You have that 50,000 followers for those, that feature. So it doesn't, we ain't got that feature. We don't have it. We don't have that feature. At least I don't have it. And so just know, yeah, that's a bulletin board. And so you would have a group. It's almost like a group chat when you think about it. Um, you said that's for people who have 50K. They can share stuff with you. Yep, that's it, Rhonda. Yep, yep. That's cool. It is cool. I think it's a great feature. And really it's a great feature too, because really that bulletin is just for them. Like a lot of times you have these group chats and people are trying to throw stuff in the chat that's not relevant to what you want the chat to be about. And it becomes a little bit more that you have to manage, but the bulletin allows you now to just put your messaging out there, sharing your content, communicating with your audience. So it is a great feature, and I would absolutely use it if I was at that level. So don't miss out on that once you get it. Yeah. He said 50K. Yeah. You know what? Here's the deal, y'all. I got to the point now. You said, it's your wall, so put up whatever feature you like. I heard that, friend. Exactly. Um, so I've gotten to the point where the numbers don't seem so elusive anymore. They don't. It doesn't get to I'm not there anymore. Thank you so much for the populace and the wink winks, wink winks. Um, it's not so elusive anymore for me. 50K, I could see a day where I will hit 50K. I didn't mean to rhyme, but still, I could see that happening for me. I'm at 27 now. I'm just saying. I'm a little over halfway there. So maybe by the end of the year, I think that might be a little aggressive, but still, it's a day forward. Yeah, one day, not a priority at this point. No, and it wasn't a priority for me either. You have a blessed one. God bless you. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. And so it's not a priority for me either. But now I say, okay, wow. I see myself growing in this on this platform in these streets, and I can see it. If a gen- Thank you, friend. We talk about TikTok live. I appreciate it, friend. Let me know if you go live on the YT. Hey, Coach Chantel, thank you for the share and repost. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for that. Um, New Daily Heart mean. What does the Daily Heart mean? Does that have a hammer in his hand? What was that? What's in the Daily Heart me's hand? um, but yeah, so I could see a day forward where the 50K is there for me. I'm growing, I'm building, I'm not shying away from it. I'm on the YT. I'm trying to grow over here. There's a day forward where 50K subscribers will happen. I'm almost at 1,500. So hey, It could happen. So I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep producing content. I'm not gonna stop. You said go for it. But no, that 50K is plausible. And then when it comes to it, opening up those other features, the bulletin board and stuff, I will absolutely use it. I think it's a great feature. I've seen some people use it pretty good and effectively. I love it. So I just wanted to put that out there. Thank you so much for that daily heart, me, Coach Chantel. Um, Number 5, let me talk about number 5, you all. Coach Rhonda, how you doing? Good evening, my friend. Um, and really quickly, I'm getting ready to wind down soon. But who is going live? So, Coach Rhonda, are you going live? Coach Chantel, did I miss your live, friend? Did you go live this weekend? Um, Anybody else going live tonight? Put it in the chat. Put your topic, your time, and your time zone so we all can support. You said I go live. Okay. Is it AZ Mountain Girl? Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Um, You said, good evening. I've heard good things about you. My manager recommended I listen. Okay, who's your manager? Let me know. Are you talking about in the TikTok streets on the manager for TikTok or like a real life manager? Who is that, friend? Thank you so much. What's their username? Thank you so much. Hey, Soda, welcome to the room. Anybody else going live tonight? And how's everything going for folks who are coming in? So put your topic, your time, and your time zone in the chat so people can see it, and you might pick up some new friends. Agency manager, Dr. Oh, okay, Dr. Lataria. Yes, yes, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all coming through. Appreciate you all. Um, you said evening blessings, DD. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So let's and just so that you guys know, I am an agency as well. So I am an agency owner and manager. So several of the people in the room are in the agency. It's Launch Your Income Agency as well. Just finished my live. Did you, Soda? I didn't see you. Were you on here? You were on the lower screen. I didn't see it. Okay. Awesome, friend. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the populace and the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you all coming through. Um, let's see. You said I go live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central. I'm a photographer and retired mental health therapist. Awesome, awesome. And so your live is about what topic do you cover in your live stream? Is photography therapy? Is that it? What's your topic? All right, friends. So let's do this. Let me talk about number 5. Okay, my friend, you said walking the 4 directions for a balanced life. 4:30 Mountain Time. I hug a tree every day at 9 a.m. Mountain Time for 90 days, I'm assuming. Thanks, Fran. Um, so awesome, awesome. That's beautiful. Um, Number 5 for 90 days. Okay, gotcha. Yep. Number 5 is about, I tell you guys, it's about the bag. I want you guys to be strategic about coming to TikTok. All right. You got to be smart about it. All right. Recognizing that TikTok is going to work for you if you are also working for it. All right. Keep that in mind. Let me repeat that. TikTok's going to work for you if you are working for it. Thank you, friend. The glasses came right on time. Appreciate you, friend, for that. Um, you said a combination of all the above. I talk about my photo project and the skin I'm in. Love that. Love it. Thank you, friends. So what I mean by TikTok will work for you if you're working for it. Wink, wink. Appreciate you, friend. Um, because it ultimately is. Oh, and it ultimately is, and I'm gonna talk about this in a second because I put full read, but I'll change it up in a second. Um, it ultimately is about how you are being strategic about what are you trying to achieve in your live stream. If you are trying to achieve things that also matter to TikTok, and so you're winning and TikTok is winning, then you're going to have a better showing. You're going to get more engagement. You're going to get people to support. People who are not supporting, they're not growing. I'm just being honest with you. If they're not thinking about the other things that TikTok needs to have happen, then you're not going to see that growth happen for you. And then your viewers, they're not going to be growing either. You're going to have viewers that's coming in watching you and treating it like a TV. Then they're missing out the big picture too. You guys should be networking each other. You guys should be making sure you're tapping, sharing. All those things matter to the live stream, but also matters to your growth. All right. So just keep that in mind. Thank you all. Thank you for the donuts. I appreciate that. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that too, friend. And the wink winks. Okay. Um, Being able to love yourself and see yourself and God sees you, wildlife, in nature, and God. Okay, that's beautiful. That's your live stream topics. Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else, if you guys want to put in your live stream, hey, Sultry Nana, if you want to put in your live stream topic, time zone, and time and time zone, that's helpful too. But keep that in mind. I say that to you guys because I want you guys to understand the big picture strategy. So you said the best mentor ever. Thank you, Fred. The reason why I say number 5 is about the bag because I want you guys to say, okay, what are my goals here? Thank you for that daily heart me. Sultry Nana, thank you for the daily heart me, friend. Thank you for the daily heart me. Appreciate you all. Those who just gave your daily heart me's, let me ask you guys to do one more step. I'm going to show it before I go into my topics real quick. Community Fest is happening. The sign up for Community Fest is as we speak. And so if you just gave your heart me, go back up and click here. I want you guys to scroll down and click Community Fest. And then under Community Fest, you'll see I haven't done a love yet, but really want a live. I gotcha, but really want to. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Social Nana. Once you click here, it's telling you different tasks to do as a viewer. You guys are viewers. So one of the tasks I want you guys to get to is the very last one. It says tap creator to send your support. If this says that you could tap, I want you to tap it. All right. And this is where you're going to send your support to creators when you come into their live for Community Fest because they're looking for that support too. All right. This is part of one of the different challenges for Community Fest. And this challenge here is to get your fan club members, your people who join your community to come in and tap here. So if you haven't tapped, this is a good time to tap. All right. We're going to pause for y'all to tap. All right. So this is a great time to tap and you can support the live stream that way. I've been leading a new 40 days of yoga summer challenge beginning Monday, June 22nd. Oh, I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm doing it. So you said 22nd. Awesome. Wink, wink. Thank you, Fred. Okay, Doc. Are you able to see that I just tapped and voted for you? You know what? I can see, let me do this. I can see that I got new taps. Let me show that. I can show you guys what it looks like from the viewer perspective. Hold on one second. I was just gonna look real quick here. Yeah, so it says I have 100 now. Oh, I did good, y'all. Look at y'all. I didn't know I had 100. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys on my other phone what it looks like from a viewer I just showed you guys what it looks like from a viewer perspective. So the Daily Heart Me is what you're clicking as a viewer. I am the live host. When you guys become the live host, you're going to check yours as well. So you can go and check your live status. You can check it here in the live stream as a live host. So I could check it here. I'm going to go to the campaign screen and show you guys so you guys can see it from the campaign screen. Mine is not available today, is there? But showing you. So you only could do it one time for the creator. So what you guys did, especially those who have not done it before, you new people have to do it. So we're trying to get 200 new people. And then on the viewer side, you guys have to do it for 300 people. Like TikTok. TikTok's like, y'all got all these followers. Let's see if you really got all these followers. So yeah, they want you to go and do it for 300 people. Oh, I thought it was daily. I thought it was going to be daily too, but no, I think it's one per creator. That's the way it looks now. One per creator. So I'm going to go to my campaign area. So I just went to my campaign area. So you guys can see these are the different tasks that you have to do. You have to watch the video. You get points for that. You get points for watching the video. Today's task, you wear that halo for 25 minutes. I did it in my earlier live, so I already got credit for it. So one of one. You have to do the 5 post. I'm sorry, your viewers are posting. I got screens that keep popping up. Your viewers are posting highlights of your live. 5 people have done that already. You also get the Community Fest template post that you have to do. I still have to do that for my live. I'm sorry, for my page. And then you also get you invite other creators to join, and then the taps. This was like puzzling me because I didn't know what the requirements were. Collect support taps from fans. And I'm like, well, where is that happening? And so now we have 101 of you guys who who did it for me. So thank you all for doing it. I appreciate that. So we'll see if we get to 200. We're going to see. But I'm excited about that. So thank you all for supporting the live. Hello, Velma. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much, friends. Those who are coming in. So we were on number 5 because I want you guys to understand the big picture strategy here. And so this last area is about making sure you guys are being strategic. So for a couple things, I know we have creators that come here all the time. We have creators that come here all the time, and you're like, oh, I want to sell my course. So I got a lot of people in my agency. You're selling courses, you're selling um, um, other ebooks and services and stuff. And you're like, why aren't people coming into my live? Why aren't I getting the visibility? Why am I not getting pushed out like fill in the blank other person I bought this course from, or fill in the blank other people I see selling their courses, okay, or their ebooks and stuff. And I'm going to tell you. Thank you for the comments, friend, for 100 comments. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Hey, friend, thank you for that. Aunt BB, thank you for being here. Welcome to the room. Um, I'm going to tell you what you need to do is shift your approach. You cannot just come here and think that you're going to sell and have 150 people in your room to purchase if you are not also doing the things TikTok wants you to do. So one of the features they have here is Service Plus. So I say understand how you can get what you need, but playing within TikTok's game. So sometimes TikTok selling equals offering is not a sell, it's a privilege. I heard that, friend. Um, and so one of the things that you are doing is making sure that you're thinking about what's your end game. So if you are trying to promote your course, you're trying to get people to sign up for your services, your mentorship, whatever it is, you can offer, maybe in that offer you can say, well, I'm going to offer this discounted rate for the next 5 people, and you'll get my strategy guide and you'll get the discount code if you send XYZ gift. So in this case, so you can ping your Service Plus, talk about your offer. I have a discount code. I'm going to send that to the next 5 people, and you could set that up. One thing you can do, so this will pin for 30 seconds. You could talk about your product and service, and you can say about what you're going to offer, what that discount is. You can talk about all the benefits of it, and then you can set it up so that people who get it at that discounted rate are the people who send a gift, a particular gift. And you can set that up. Okay? So you could set that up too. So for example, in this case, I could set it up so anyone who wants my gift, so right here it says heart glasses equals cheers. Have y'all noticed I've been sending cheers when people sent the heart glasses? But with that being said, you can change the words here. And you can say heart glasses equals discount code for 15 people if that's the case. And so recognizing that you can make that gift part of it, because I tell you guys all the time, you're in TikTok's economy. So where you're winning is when people are supporting your goals. And those goals actually go to TikTok too. So I don't want you guys to miss the big picture because you're in here saying, oh, well, I just want to get people to do what I need them to do. But you're not thinking about being in TikTok's universe. And how do you make sure that you're also appeasing that part of it? Does that make sense? Let me know. Drop that makes sense in the chat. Say yes. Let's put yes in the chat so that you guys understand there's things that you want to do from a strategy perspective. Thank you for the wink winks. I'm gonna get to this viewer plus viewer swishes in a second too. Thank you, Christina. Because I want you guys to understand, yes, yes, definitely. Because a lot of times you guys are doing stuff and you're like, oh, well, I'm not getting visibility. I'm not getting the traffic. I'm not getting people to come in. All the things you said that makes sense. Yeah. And so you got to make sure you're also thinking about, okay, how do I drive people to my offer? How do I get them to engage in that process? How do I make sure that I'm also appeasing TikTok? Okay.
Same thing for your super fans. Super fans, think about your offer. How do you talk about that? Set that up as well. When it comes to viewer wishes, this feature here, this is something you can set up beforehand. This is a template that TikTok has. However, I did change the first one. The word that was there before said wink, wink. So I don't know if you guys noticed that. Thank you, Mayhem. Welcome to the room. Thank you for being here. Others coming in, I appreciate it. I'm sorry, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Um, Viewer wishes, I wanted to click that real quick. And so I changed the word to wink. It says full read. Um, I'm going to change it back to wink wink because that was what it was before. Okay, so it's there. I had full read here because I said a lot of times you'll see, hey Sandra, thank you, Mayhem, for those populars. Thank you. Thank you for the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate you guys. Precious, welcome to the room, friend. I had full read here because I was using an example of our tarot card readers. They have, um, they'll do full reads and they'll have a gift. You say, hey, Dr. Lisa, I just sent you a DM about impersonator. Just so you know, sorry for interrupting. You're fine. I have several. So I laugh about it now, but they are frustrating. I think there's one that's really active lately. So I got to do better with sending it to TikTok legal. But thank you for sharing that with me. Definitely report them out. It doesn't do anything, but at least you can report it so TikTok knows that that is fake. Is there anyone that coaches more? Uh, is there anyone that coach more intermediate? What you mean? Is there anyone that coach more intermediate? What do you mean, friend? Let me know. What do you mean by that? Um, Charlene, welcome. Hey, friend, how you doing? Let me know. Hey, Rare Essence, thank you so much. Janice, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you guys. Rare, thank you for the first time gift. That's our appreciated friend. Let me know if you have questions. Appreciate you sending your first time gift to me. Um, Thank you all for engaging and connecting. Hello, Charlene. How you doing? Um, Let me know if you guys have questions. Precious, I was trying to see if you're going to comment again. I wanted to make sure you knew. You could message me if you're asking a question that is something you want me to answer. So just send me a service plus. Feels like you feel like you know the basics. Message me, friend. Message me, friend. Because yeah, there's some ways to go for you, friend. But I appreciate you. You said I know all this, Doc. I've been doing this for 3 whole months. I hear you, friend. I love it. I love it. Okay, but message me. Maybe we'll do a one-on-one soon. We'll do a one-on-one. All right. So let's do this. When it comes to um, I mean the viewer wishes. Viewer wishes has um, has different ways you can change this. So I want you guys to think about what you're trying to do in your live stream. Um, I want you to think about the different ways. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Fred. I want you to think about the different things you're trying to accomplish in your live stream. So, as you're thinking about what you're trying to accomplish, as you think about what you're trying to accomplish in your live stream, you can ask your viewers to engage in that way. So, for example, if you're trying to do, and so Precious, this might be something you might want to give some thought to because I think your next level, if I was to be honest with you, is to try to get to the B League. Your C4. You should be thinking about leagues. So that's where you're going to challenge yourself, okay? Because the basics is still the basics, but now you gotta tier that with, okay, how do I get more engagement? Okay, so that's the challenge for you. Like your C4, you just got out of the D League. Like, how do you now take this to the B League? How do you take it to the A League? And now with that, that means that you're gonna have to think about other strategies to get engagement in your room. You said, I hear you. Yep. Yeah. So thank you, Janice. Appreciate you guys. Thank you all for the wink winks. I appreciate it, friends. All of that is important as you're thinking about your growth. How do I get the daily heart me? Whatever. Rare essence. Right here, does it say join at this point or does it say follow? If it says follow, you have to follow the live host, so you haven't followed. If it says join, if you click that, you're spending 1 coin to join my community, my fan club. All right. And we're in the midst of Community Fest. So Precious, if you're still in the room, that's the other thing you want to work on. You want to work on building your fan club. Okay, so if your fan club if is not, you know, one of the challenges for a fan club is to get it to like 2,000 members. How do you get more members? How do you get more people to come in? So you want to get that fan club up. So I would say your milestone might be 500 members. Like that's what you're trying to do. You said almost C3. Okay. And so we need to talk through that because that means to be almost C3 means that you need to make sure you get that fragment today. Yeah. Because it's a 24-hour clock. So that you can be C3. See you later, hugs. Thank you, Sultry Nana. Appreciate your friend. Hey, good evening. Thank you so much, Eves. How you doing, friend? I did if your wishes no on really engage. So that's the strategy. You got to figure out. So when you're thinking about next the league up to get into C3, to get up to the B league, now you have to think about how do you get more engagement on a daily basis in your room. All right. And so this is actually going to be helpful. You just have to think about what are the things you want people to do. It may take a little time for your room to kind of adapt to it. It doesn't always happen overnight. It is a process. And I don't want you to miss out on that. Because you figure even the people who do the tarot reads, they don't always get people to come on and jump on it. But it does take time and they have their room structured in a way that people get it. All right. I think I say for today may go live later. Let me see. Are you safe for today? Um, um, they took away the percentages where you could see if you're like at, you know, 75%, 60%, something like that. So you can see how close you are to 80. You might be safe. I think you're close because there's still, what's that, 5 hours left? Let me look. Still almost 5.5 hours left. So you might be safe. The problem, and this is where this is going to be the test, because we are in the midst of Community Fest. Next week, it really is going to push the needle of where you thought you were safe this week. People are going to be going live more. People are going to be battling more. So everybody at your level are going to be pushing harder. And so you're going to have to press and push a little harder too. And so where you was safe this week and was okay in the mid, yeah, I'm in 800 mid. Yeah. So where you might be safe today, next week you're not going to be safe like that, especially with Community Fest happening. So it's going to shift things a little bit in terms of how things operate. Um, so keep that in mind. When it comes to strategies, you're going to need viewer wishes strategies. You're going to need some battle strategies. You're going to need some other strategies to make sure people are supporting your live goal and stuff. There's some things you're going to have to pay attention to. Yeah. All right. So that's the thing about it. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to keep pressing and keep doing it. I'm learning. So be patient with me. Okay. You're 67. Not a problem. Not a problem. One of our big supporters in the agency, she just celebrated her 69th birthday. Um, Vibe Wellness Woman at the beginning of June. Was that last week? June 3rd. Yeah. So, yeah, I have all ages in this community, all ages. And um, so strategy for you, and like I said, Precious, we could meet and talk, but strategy is going to be the next thing you're going to pay attention to. Emily, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. I appreciate it, friend. Others who are coming in, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate the support. Um, when it comes to this area, think about what's happening in your room. Think about how people are asking questions. Think about what are the questions you want them to ask or ways you want them to engage and come up with a strategy for that. Thank you, Coach Rhonda. Come up with a strategy for that because that's going to be the difference maker in how people are engaging. And you can think about the gifts that are up here. These are this is TikTok's template. So I didn't change anything. These are low ticket items. When you think about the price point or the coin point for these particular gifts, but again, depending on what you're offering, what you're doing, you might have it up a little higher. Thank you, friends. Those Coach Rhonda, did you see? Thanks for the information. You're welcome. Coach Rhonda, did you see my outfit of the day announcement? That campaign? Coach Rhonda, let me know if you saw it. And what TikTok has now, right now, is a campaign. You say, I hear you. Perfect. Um, I didn't see it. You didn't see it? Okay, I put it in school and I sent an email about it too. And then there is a campaign that I created too. You saw it? All right, awesome. There is a campaign I created just for Outfit of the Day, where people can opt in. Okay. So you got to opt in to participate because I don't want it. I didn't want like our high diamond people to be at the top of the leaderboard. I only wanted people who were actually going to do the campaign to participate. So I said you had to opt in to be part of it. When you go live, you can also use viewer wishes to add the purse. That's a gift that's in there. The sneakers is a gift. There's a dress. So you can add that up there too. You can make it your live goal or viewer wishes. So I just thought that was a really cute thing to do in concert with the to complement the outfit of the day. You said that's so cool. It is. I do OT. Oh, do you really? Do you really on your for your content side? That's cool. How do you add those things on the screen? So this is called viewer wishes. And so before you go live, well, you could do it while you're live too. So what I did earlier, it's under the three dots. And before you go live, it's also under what's called interact. There's an interact button. And so let me go here. I'm going to go to the live screen. I don't record, but normally themed. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I put it out there for you guys to hopefully participate. I've seen that. Okay. So interact is here and you see viewer wishes. And under here, you can add different viewer wishes. There's templates. And so this one with the affection is the one that you guys are seeing. That's a template. There's some other templates that are in here. There was one, there's one for like dancing, comedy, some other stuff. Oh, thank you. And so you can create your own though. So you don't have to do the templates. If you want to create your own, like here, I can remove the template from here. I would just have to delete the template options. And I'm going to delete those really quickly, just hitting the trash bag can. So now it's empty. I can create my own. And what will happen is you can pick gifts. Okay. So you can pick the gifts that you want. So there's the sneakers. See the little sneaker shoes? Like that's cute. So if you wanted to do that gift and your viewer wish, if you wanted to do, where's the purse at? There's the purse. You want to add that. That's for the outfit of the day challenge that we were talking about. There's supposed to be like a necklace and a dress also. I haven't seen, I know there's a gold chain, but I know there's supposed to be a dress also that you can do. And so you can add that and then you can change the words. So like depending on what your live topic is about, the things you're doing. So our friend Precious, she does the gardening. She can have the different bouquets, the spring bouquet, there's different flowers. She can have all types of things relating to gardens as her gifts and people can send those. And there's different levels of gifting that they can send as well. So I don't see the dress. It's not showing up immediately, so I'm not seeing it. But there's some other gifts in here you guys can pick from. And then you can make that part of it. Hey, Bounty, thank you so much, friend, for that daily heart me. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So I don't see it quite yet. So just know there's some others that you can select from in there. And you can make that part of your viewer wishes or again your live goal. Hey, friend. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the likes. But I want you guys to start pressing, what are you trying to achieve in your room? Okay. What are you doing as far as your goal? Are you trying to get more super fans? How are you talking about super fans if that's what you want? Are you trying to get your services? How are you getting more people to engage with your service plus? And then you could use obviously TikTok live goal to be another way to kind of get people to engage in that. Are you using viewer wishes? Again, my tarot card readers, my people who have different I'll see the people who are doing like Q&A type conversations. They'll have your wishes turned on also. Okay. Lady B, welcome to the room. Hello, hello, friends. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to get off in 8 minutes. That'll put me in 2.5 hours. Let me know if there's any other questions, my friends. I always want to make sure I'm supporting you guys. We are all about the growth. All right. We are not trying to be bystanders. We are trying to grow. This is our season. And the only way that's going to happen is if we stay consistent and committed to the process. All right. So I'm going to start using Viewer Wishes Monday. I thought of a plan. Okay. That's it. Yep. That's good. I'll suggest sugar. I missed the lie. Did you? Well, welcome to the room. If you are in my room for the first time, did you grab your daily heart me? Did you do that tap to support? Okay, let's talk about that tap to support real quick. I tried doing a shoppable live today. How did it go? Thank you for that follow. Have you guys tapped to support? Let me show you what you're gonna do. All right. So we can make sure everybody is tapping in for Community Fest. And if you don't know about Community Fest, put in the chat like I have, say no. You don't know what I'm talking about when I say Community Fest. If you don't know, I'm going to do a quick recap because Community Fest has a viewer perspective. I want you guys to know from a viewer perspective. And it also has the live host perspective. No, no. I said, no, I don't know what you're talking about, lady. I don't know. So let me say this. My people who are live hosts, do y'all know what y'all viewers are supposed to be doing? I still only I still only at 5 invites. Okay, so Soda, these people who said no, they don't have the invites. So you want to send them the invite so you could send it to them. Um, Anyone that said no, I'm assuming they don't have the invite. So Soda's gonna send you an inbox message to get it. Oh Lord, laugh out loud. You didn't know what your viewer's supposed to be? There's a viewer view and there's a live host view, Brandon. Let me know if that's what you said. Oh Lord. Night lights, highlights. The highlight post is part of it. Do you know about the taps? Do y'all know what Precious, do you know what the taps are? Brandon, do y'all know what the taps are? Y'all don't know, do y'all? Y'all like, what's she talking about tapping? Tapping the screen? No, I'm not. I thought it was that too. I'm not talking about that. So if you don't, so when you guys, you said, I don't know how. Okay, gotcha. So here's the deal. When you guys, so now when you got a question mark, question two, what you showed us earlier, possibly. I don't know if you were in the room. I might have showed it. I saw, but I don't know how. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to come in. Okay, so let me flip my camera. Okay, so if you go and become, this is for my people, don't know how. Okay, so you guys, everybody in the room, do it. So if you click the heart me, you can see the heart me. Here's where you post the highlight. That is a request of your fan club members to post the highlights. You need 5 of those. You need 5 different fan club members to post a highlight video for you. They can delete it afterwards. They ain't got to keep it on their page if they don't want to. And then you want them to go to this bottom part. So at the bottom of the heart me, so they tap to come in. At the very bottom is Community Fest. This is where they see their information of them as a viewer. You do the same. You have to look at your account too. So when you come into someone's live, you're paying and checking for this. So you're going to click Community Fest. It shows this. So now you're on the viewer side. So it's going to show you in the live host. It's going to show how many votes you have. How many votes you have. Miss Bradley, welcome to the room. It shares that you can post a video so you can get 100 votes. So if you're not doing this, you should be doing this for your backup account, if anything. Like I need to be doing this for my account. But if you're not doing this, is stuff that you could be doing. Now, you could post the video, you could delete it. After you get your votes, you could delete the video. It's not a big deal. You post the highlights. If you don't like the highlights of the person you posted on your page, delete it afterwards. It's totally fine. Okay? So get the credit, get your votes, get the credit, and then move on. And then down here, it tells you where you can invite some people. You can get 30 votes for every creator that accepts under you. I don't have any on this account as of yet. You got to review the rules for Community Fest on the other side. You can review it and then tap. If you haven't tapped to come in, tap creator to send your support. That's how you do it. So you want all your people to come in and tap for you. One time, one tap per person. How do I make my community gift? You know what? That was something TikTok gave. I don't know what the criteria is. I think you have to be going live for so long and be so consistent before you get it. Yeah, TikTok will give you that. So, so hopefully you'll get it soon. You should get it soon because you've been very consistent. Um, so tap and tap to show your support. So everybody should want their community to tap. Thank you for the handbag. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was telling you guys with the outfit of the day campaign. I don't know if you guys saw that. You got to opt into that campaign for the agency. So go onto the Creator Network, opt in to participate. And if you're going to be doing the outfit of the day videos and then get credit from the live stream too. And so I posted it in our school community. I sent an email about it, and the campaign is slated to start on Monday. So it'll be all Monday, and throughout the rest of the month you can get points. He's like, oh. And so I was saying that handbag, the sneakers, the dress, the jewelry, you can make those live goals, you can make those viewer wishes just to kind of support getting more points and diamonds. Yay, I don't check school or my email. Okay. so so the two places I communicated. I'll communicate in the group chat too. Um, Hey Kim, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. So, what else did I want to say? So, you guys, view, so make sure you do the what I'm calling this daily heart me and do the check-in. Okay. And then as a live host, you can always check while you're in the live how you're performing in these campaigns. So you can see it there with the campaign area. So check there as well. All right, to see how you're performing. I should look at mine before I leave. Any last minute questions, everybody? This live was really good. I appreciate all the engagement, everybody. Thank you so much. We have 104 people that have checked in, have tapped in. So I appreciate all the taps. We'll see if we can get it up to the 200 requirement. So we'll see what we do there. But thank you so much, everybody, for supporting in that way. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. So I am going to come back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. If you're in the agency, when is Community Fest? Community Fest officially starts on the 18th, although we're in it now. This is the warm up phase. So people are signing up for Community Fest. Everybody should sign up so you can participate. It's for the entire community. So you want to make sure you sign up. I sent a tap. Thank you, friend. Thank you. I need to get over. I'm gonna be doing my rounds, so I'll be coming around tapping in people's community fest. And then so you want to make sure you're going live. And what else was I about to say? Community Fest. Community Fest, sign up for Community Fest. Make sure you're educating your community about Community Fest. That's going to be so important. You want to get as many folks to join and support as possible so that you can grow. Yep. He said, I went live 3 times yesterday. What is a tap? The tap, you went live 3 times yesterday. Congratulations, friend. Oh my gosh. We'll see. I know I'm gonna be needing to do some battling soon, so I have to think about it. Um, Tap here. You're gonna tap in the Daily Heart Me. So if you click that and go to the Daily Heart Me, what you're doing is coming down here to Community Fest. You're going to click that. It takes you to this screen. And at the very bottom, or not at the very bottom, the bottom part of this section here, the bonus challenge, it says tap creator to send your support. And so you're tapping there. That's where you're tapping. Okay. And so that shows support to the creator if you are a fan club member. So if you've already gotten that fan club member area, that's where you're tapping. All right. And so a lot of what's happening in this warm up is that you're communicating with your community on how to support the live stream. Okay. You said, I'm not feeling C League. C League is different, isn't it? It's like, oh, I now have to show up daily. And I need to make sure I'm holding myself accountable too for leaguing up. Yeah. and staying in my league. I tap the screen a lot. You do. So tapping is clapping. That's different. I wish they didn't say tap to support, because that confuses the fact that we always say tapping. As a matter of fact, as of yesterday, I didn't know that feature was there, that you had to tap that little button. I thought it was like tapping the screen. So I was like, I don't get why it's not working. But it was because people actually had to go there and tap that little button. That's what it was. So definitely, I think they should reword it. Reword it. 3 times to save a frat. Oh, I don't know. I think I am. I'll be interested. I think I am cutting it close. Like I said, with Community Fest, it's kind of hard to gauge if I'm gonna be in the safe zone or not. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna have to pay attention. Today will be really a test to see if I'm gonna be safe or not, because as the time goes on, things move quickly by the last couple hours. What I'm talking about here is actually league. So when you become a live host, and in the beginning, I don't teach to pay attention to your leagues. I don't teach it intentionally, because I don't want you guys to get in a mindset that you can't grow and you won't be able to climb beyond where you're currently at. So I don't want you to focus on 24-hour clocks. A lot of people are like still kind of leery about what does that look like to do this on a daily basis. So I don't teach it, because I don't want you to become so hypersensitive and focused on it. But if you're really trying to grow as a live host, you do need to pay attention to it. You really do. And to be able to leak up, it means that you're building a good community, people who are coming through, supporting, and you're constantly growing your community too. So there's two things that you're doing. Like, you have to have new people, but you also have to have your current supporters come back and support too. So it's going to be really important for you to be able to express that, build relationships, go to different lives, connecting with other people, but also connecting with your core supporters. Hey, Behavior Talks. Welcome to the room, friend. And so all that is part of what you're doing here. So I tell you guys, it'll be interesting. Community Fest requires, like I said, you're gonna have to pay attention to things, because people are moving a little bit more now, just in these last 2 to 3 weeks of the month. Fan club for 1 month. I appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, Daily Heart Me. Um, so yeah, so people are moving a lot more over the next couple of weeks and stuff. So you're gonna see a lot more activity on the app, and so where you were safe before, you may not be safe. So that's what I was about to say. We'll see what happens for tonight. Um, our community just tiered up. Awesome, Laura. Appreciate your friends. Thank you all. I'm gonna get off. I appreciate everybody coming through. You guys, claim your points. If you have any points up here, claim your points. And that's going to be really important. So claim your points so you can continue to level up. Let me take this. My backup page probably needs to claim points too. It does. And so claim your points, and then make sure that you guys are, if you didn't tap to come in and go to Community Fest, you can do that as well. I appreciate all the support, everybody. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for checking Service Plus. Let me know if you guys have any last minute question. If you guys are looking to join the agency, let me know as well. You can message me on Service Plus or send a message here if you're interested in joining the agency. I didn't talk about it as much today, but we are a great community of supporters, and people come back and share different nuggets and information too. We have an agency meeting tomorrow. We are meeting tomorrow, guys. So I'll be sending that out in the morning for for everybody. But definitely an agency of supporters. So definitely make sure you're connected. How to claim points. So when you click back up here, you will see the option for Daily Heart Me again. So you're going to click your Daily Heart Me. And then here, it'll say claim. Let me see, this account didn't send the Heart Me. I didn't realize I didn't send it. So now it says 56 points. It says plus 56. So I'm going to click. And when I come back, it says claim. So I got to claim those points. So that's what I mean by claim points. A little checkbox comes next to it. So thank you for saying that. I didn't know I hadn't sent my Daily Heart Me. So those are points that I can claim. So that's what you're doing. You're claiming your points when you come into someone's room. You want to make sure you claim those so that you can level up in their room. All right. So spend some time. I mean, that's the beauty of Community Fest because it makes you intentionally slow down and teach your community about how to engage, how to support. Thanks for the reminder for tomorrow's meeting. You're welcome, friend. Not a problem. So definitely come through. But yeah, it definitely keeps you in the mindset that you have to claim your points and you are intentionally doing that to engage in Community Fest too. All right. All right, my dear friends, I appreciate everybody. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the stickers, the taps, and the likes. I appreciate it, friends. Remember, like I say all the time, practice makes progress. You're not trying to be perfect at this. You're just simply trying to go live, okay? Thank you, friends. I appreciate the support. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Bye bye. Thank you, my friends on the YT. Appreciate you all being here as well. You guys start off with me and get in with me. So I appreciate the support. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for coming through.